All right, good evening. We are going to start because we are actually live on YouTube, so we have to start on time. I would like to take a minute to welcome everyone. And as people are finding their seats, I would like you, if you're feeling a bit hot, I would like you to think, well, at least it's not 105. It might be hot, but it doesn't feel like 105 outside. So I want to thank our class of 2026 for all their help today on a dime moving everything that was supposed to be outside into the inside. So a big round of applause for the class of 2026. So I would like to officially welcome our seniors, our families, friends, and our faculty to the class of 2026 graduation. My name is Casey Robinson, principal here at HB. This evening and this event are one of the things that I love most about HB. There are few places where the faculty of a school get to watch their students grow up from 6th grade to senior year. Tonight, we will take the opportunity to acknowledge each of these young people as an individual we have come to know and love during their time here. I would like to start by saying how proud I am of every class that graduates and stands on our stage, but I am especially proud of this class, the 55th graduating class of HB Woodlawn. 55 years ago, a group of teachers and students were embarking on a journey to create an educational path that was new, experimental, and different. We are indebted to those that articulated those founding principles of HB, and at the same time, HB Woodlawn is a place that changes and adapts to its current surroundings. Each member of our community contributes to that evolution of this school we call our second home. These young people gathered here tonight, many of whom I met as little 6th graders in the fall of 2019, have all played a role in what HB Woodlawn is today. The class of 2026 certainly overcame more than their share of difficulties. They were the 6th graders during our very first year here on Wilson Boulevard. And then in the middle of 6th grade, they were sent home. And they spent almost all of 7th grade online, and then they came back to an 8th grade year where we were all figuring it out all over again. They missed so many of those in-person middle school experiences, and yet they persevered. Not only did they persevere, but they stayed remarkably positive. And they made the absolute best of the opportunities they did have. Just like tonight, indoor, outdoor, they'll make the most of it. Watching these seniors gather over the last month for prom, going to Shrinemont with them, signing yearbooks, painting their senior wall, singing our songs at the assembly today, were all celebrations of this outstanding class. There are all kinds of personalities in this group. They are musicians, athletes, actors, speakers, volunteers, nature lovers, and so much more, including, for the first time in the 25 years I've been doing this, 5 of them celebrating their birthdays tonight, along with their high school graduation. So this group of students who has come from all over the world and will eventually spread out all over again as they embark on their next steps, they would not be here if it were not for the support of their families and friends. So thank you to every supporter of the class of 2026 that is in attendance tonight. Big round of applause for all those parents, all those friends, all those siblings. So the last thing I'll say is if you are still looking for a chair or need room, raise a hand. We will try to help find some spots around the back because our graduation celebration is special, albeit, I will say, not short. So we will call the name of each student and their TA, a person who knows them well, who will give some short remarks about each student. We encourage you to stay until the last name has been read and we have sung our special songs to them. So with no further delay, I welcome Liz Waters to the stage.
Hello. Before we start with the graduates, we just want to let you all know about some scholarships and awards that we gave away today to a few seniors. This is an HB tradition. These are scholarships that are named for people who have been special to the HB community, and they've already received the awards. We just want to let you know who they were and a little something about them. So the Pat and Judy Award is given in memory of two beloved HB teachers to a student who's active in serving people in the larger community, who looks out for the overlooked and fights for the underdog, and who, being a kind, caring, unbiased person and a good listener, accepts all kinds of people. This award was given to Dilcy Monterroso Lopez. The Michelle's Earth Foundation Scholarship is given in memory of Michelle Gardner Quinn, who's an HB alum, to a student who shares her passion for conservation and the environment. This year's award went to Nell Lloyd. The Frank Halterwanger Scholarship is given in honor of our most recently retired principal to a student who has combined the HB value of the caring community, along with a demonstrated love of music through either singing, playing, or composing. This award was given to Elisha Gooden. The Jasper Award is given in memory of Caitlin Poppiden, an HB Woodlawn alum who was active in the theater program and was known as Jasper among her theater colleagues. This award is given to a senior who has made outstanding contributions to HB theater and who's been dedicated to multiple facets of the program. This year's honor went to Will Eggert. And finally, the Antoine Townsend Memorial Scholarship is given to honor the memory of a beloved HB staff member who excelled at making all students feel like valued members of our community. It's given to a student who shows dedication to the HB Woodlawn program, makes everyone feel at home here, and who's active in volunteering. This award went to Kevin Nguyen. And now I invite my TA students to come up. Come on up. Thank you. As they're on their way, Casey was saying how well we know these students, and it's true, but also every one of these people, I wish I knew them better because they're just such interesting people. So we'll start with Jonathan Edward Backrack, AKA Jeb. Probably my favorite Jeb moment was the time when he came to ask me how to get a club going at HB and how he could reserve our kitchen. It was the Lasagna Love Club. I assumed that he'd be having a bunch of kids cooking and eating together. That's cool, nothing wrong with that. But what actually happened is that Jeb organized a bunch of hungry teenagers to cook together so they could give the lasagnas away. I have learned that this is typical of Jeb. He gathers people together for fun, yes, but also for a compassionate purpose. Jeb's teachers have told me they love how he listens to other people without judgment and genuinely tries to understand different perspectives. George, especially, has sought me out more than once to show me Jeb's latest art, and only today, at our senior assembly, he was recognized for his national-level Scholastics Award in photography. So, while Jeb is a man of many talents, he is at his happiest when he is in nature. He is a serious hiker, a camper, an outdoorsman who plans to study conservation in college. Jeb is just an all-around standout human being. We've been lucky to have him at HB, and the whole earth is lucky to have him on its side. Congratulations, Jeb. You're the first one. I love it. Congratulations. Anna Brodsky. So Anna, in addition to being a fantastic dancer, I learned today, is curious, ambitious, highly ethical, unbelievably well-organized, and interestingly, because this doesn't necessarily fit with those last two descriptors, she is surprisingly chill. But the organization, you should see the color-coded system of categories and spreadsheets she has come up with to manage her life. It's creative and impressive. It brings her, I am thinking, a very nerdy joy, and me too. So honestly, Anna needs this organizational system because she is one busy person. She rows crew at WNL, serves on Arlington's Teen Network Board. She does independent research in neuroscience. She taught herself how to code and crochet and also speak Italian. because that's what you do. So the first thing I noticed about Anna when she came to HB as a 10th grader was how completely unafraid she was to dive into a new social and academic scene. She brought a quiet confidence with her, and within 2 weeks, she was in charge of a community block, presenting to other students about volunteering in Arlington. I know Anna will take this well-earned confidence with her as she goes on to a very full life of learning and fun in college, and I hope she continues to find ways to stay chill, too. Congratulations. You're welcome. Ava Shambliss-Dush. Ava brings amazing energy and authenticity to everything she does. You have never seen anyone more excited about photosynthesis, let me tell you. And when she gets to talking about neuroscience, it's like she lights up from the inside. I also love this thing about her. Catherine is the one who pointed it out to me. Ava's love language is books. She has loaned both of us, and probably some of you, so many books that she has fallen in love with because she knows that we'll love them too. She has been an essential singer and instrumentalist in HB's music program and also played in Wakefield's marching band all 4 years of high school. But what most impresses me about Ava is her tremendous emotional maturity. She has the kind of self-awareness and self-knowledge that most people only get, if they get it at all, after decades of therapy. She is also extraordinarily able to read the room and to understand what makes other people tick. Paired with her deep compassion, this leads her to extend grace to other people in ways that make her an incredible friend. I can't wait to see how Ava grows and changes as she launches into adulthood. Congratulations. Zachary Gilbreth. Zach, AKA Cherry. So is he a STEM kid? A Frisbee kid, jazz saxophonist, black box actor? These are some of the many facets of the diamond that is Zach Gilbreth. He is so curious and so willing to put himself out there to try something new. He hasn't decided on a college major yet, probably because he would like to major in just about everything. Every year at course request time, we have the same conversation. Do you think I can handle more than 7 classes? So we go over which classes he could drop if he were to find the work overwhelming, but he's gone on to stick with his schedule of 8 or 9 classes every year. And he's not doing this to impress anyone, it's just that he's interested in everything. He doesn't want to have to choose. So I looked it up. At the college that Zach is going to, 4 classes per semester is the norm. So that's going to be a challenge for you. Sometimes they let you take 5. But I can already picture him trying to talk his advisor into letting him take 6 or 7. And this insatiable curiosity is a great problem to have. That's right. I got that. Okay. Anyway, so combined with Zach's thoughtful, easygoing vibe, I know this curiosity will take him far. Congratulations, Zach. Sorry, I'm so sweaty. It's hot in here. And Reese Puryear. So, to me, Reese is a man of mystery. When I see one corner of his mouth lift in a little smile, it makes me wonder what's going on in his mind, because I know that he's not just smart, but also clever, and he's probably cooking something up. In his 4 years at HB, I have gotten glimpses of his wry sense of humor. I've seen his friend group grow. I think he's really easy to be around, and from what I can tell, I don't think there's anyone in this school who doesn't like Reese. And in these high school years, Reese has also grown as a student and an intellectual. He has challenged himself relentlessly, especially in math. He started 9th grade in Algebra 1, and with incredible persistence, incredible hard work, and really sheer force of will, he finished both BC Calculus and AP Physics as a senior. I know, right? And this alongside 2 4-credit college courses, ultimately in cybersecurity, that he took at the Career Center. He does not shy away from hard work. He knows how much he is capable of, and most importantly, probably, he's just warm and fun and easygoing and comfortable in his own skin. Reese has everything he needs to accomplish everything he wants in life. So congratulations, Reese. Okay, and now I welcome Rachel Sens to the stage.
I have really enjoyed getting to know you these past 4 years. Bethany is passionate about learning. She is intelligent, curious, and insightful. She is the type of person you want by your side when the going gets tough. Bethany is a good friend, has a strong internal compass, and is a creative problem solver. Importantly, she stays calm under pressure. Bethany's analytical mind was on display this spring when she created a detailed spreadsheet to help her fully analyze and ultimately make her college selection. I rarely saw Bethany in TA without a book by her side that she was reading for pleasure. She taught herself how to crochet and to make intricate braided bracelets, and also volunteers to create digital art of donors' pets as a fundraiser for the Animal Welfare League of Arlington. Bethany's analytical mind and creativity is a great combination for designing computer programs, which she plans to pursue as a career. For an online computer science course this year, Bethany created a program based on the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but instead using professional women's hockey players. That brings me to Bethany's next passion, sports. She is an accomplished softball player and acts as an umpire, mentor, and coach of younger players. She and her family have traveled far and wide to watch her favorite hockey team compete. I'm pretty sure opportunities for college sports and nearby professional sports teams were a column on your college selection spreadsheet. I'm going to miss our talks, your good sense of humor, and dry wit. This fall, Bethany will be participating in an honors program at her college. Bethany, I know your future looks bright, and I can't wait to see where your path takes you. Congratulations. And here is Kate.
Kate Stier, come on up.
All right. Okay, Frizzly, we're going to start with you. Okay, come on up. All right. So, Frizzly started his time at HB Woodlawn with Mike Cruz and me in a beginning level English class. Mike provided the coffee every morning, and Frizzly, you provided pretty much all of the English conversation that happened in that room each day. From the very beginning of your time at HB, you have had a clear idea of what you wanted to do at school and how you wanted to do it. You have been so determined to learn English and develop your own life in the United States, always on your own terms. This spring, you spent your senior project working at Barrett Elementary, and you had a chance to expand your community, give back, and explore the idea of becoming a teacher yourself. If you decide to take this path, I'm so excited for the students, hopefully who are all newcomers like you were, who will benefit from your dedication, your wisdom, and your experience. Just like you learned to adapt to a new environment when you came to HB, we learned from you to push and encourage students in new directions. You have big dreams and the perseverance to achieve them. Good luck with your next steps. Congratulations. Harlow, come on up. All right. So, Harlow, your decision to be at HB Woodlawn full-time this year helped make the class of 2026 complete. You made coming in as a senior look effortless, and there's no doubt you've made the most of this school year. You jumped right into activities with your friends, joined theater productions, and even better, you brought other students with you when you did these things. Ever since I've met you, you've been such a dedicated and talented student. Teachers from so many classes have commented on your commitment and how thoughtful you are as a student. The new adults who have had the chance to know you this year share the same opinion. Harlow, you have always been really true to yourself. You bravely ask for help when you need it, and you freely share your friendship and joy for all parts of life with others, We are so glad to have had you be part of our school community. Congratulations. All right, Gerald. So Gerald, you have made the most of your 7 years at HB Woodlawn. You've developed an incredible work ethic, which combined with your dedication to math, science, and computer science has opened so many doors for you. Last summer, you excelled in a program hosted by Amazon, and your final project is in consideration to be sent to the International Space Station. Throughout your academics, you have worked hard to master the coursework, and you've pushed yourself to move forward at an even higher level. You've also given back just as much outside of school. On the Frisbee field, you've been tenacious in your commitment to developing your own skills, and you've dedicated time to help younger players build theirs. At home, you've been a dedicated son and brother, always stepping up to help when it's been needed. Your energy has enhanced every community you are part of, and we will really miss you next year. Congratulations. All right, and Jairo. So 2 years ago, Jairo arrived a bit unwillingly at HB Woodlawn. He had a whole high school life going on at Wakefield, and I'm not sure this was his vision of wrapping up high school. However, after some time in Anna's office, pondering what he wanted out of his last 2 years of high school, Jairo started to venture out and make his own path. He made new friends, played countless games of soccer, settled into his studies, and started to really love the HB vibe. Jairo, you have successfully navigated 2 huge changes in high school, coming to the US and then coming to HB. You have found your voice and your confidence, and you are so ready for the next steps. The office will not be the same without you next year. We will miss your daily check-ins, your willingness to laugh at our jokes, and the honest conversations. You are so ready for the next chapter. Believe in yourself and know that we're always rooting for you, and you can always come back and hang out. I'll miss you. Okay, Kathy Morrison. All of Kathy's TA, come on up. All right, we gotta move these. Come on, guys. Oh, just get in line. It's okay. You can come up when I call your name. You don't have to be in order.
We have a big group of students up here, excited students. We're going to start with Sperly, Aguilera, and Namorado. Sperly, you came to our school fall of 2022 with your quiet, creative attention to detail and signature loud giggle. I will always remember watching you behind a lens in the photo product with Miss Susan, and most recently seeing the product of your senior sewing project with those absolutely amazing pleats in the skirt. The signature rose emoji behind your name in the Google Docs titles will be something I will miss too. In our small English class this year, I feel lucky you've shared with me a little more about who you are and the place in Honduras where you're from. Although sometimes you feel less confident in your English skills and allow friends to communicate for you, your reflections on learning and your experiences this year and last reveal a deeply thoughtful soul. Through your writing about your sister and your friendships, I've learned how fiercely you value independence. Reflecting on your time here, you share that you are patient and sincere when you have something to say, and made a goal to learn to trust yourself more. Keep practicing that patience, Sperly, and trust your instincts. Your gift is sincerity and artistry and quiet strength. We're so proud of you. Andy Arevalo Terceros. Andy. Your love of learning and your organizational skills will serve you well in life after graduation, whether you continue with your formal education initially or not. You're a student who comes to every class, even if you've fulfilled the requirements, for the sake of curiosity or because of your loyal support for others. You are the student when challenged to write an essay about someone you admire. Choose to write about your dad. My dad is the hardest working person I know, you wrote, Andy. And by the end of that essay, I definitely believed you. For your senior project, you explored the world of teaching. In your overview of the project, you explained that you wanted to visit a middle school to get a feel for what the school environment is like. But then, in addition, you challenged yourself to a carpentry project, making a bed frame for your parents. You show your appreciation and determination in such a genuine way. I have confidence that you will reach your goals, and I encourage you to set them high. Have confidence in yourself, Andy. Congratulations.
All right, Frater, come on over here. All right, so Frater, when we first met you in Anna's office as you were deciding if you wanted to enroll at HB Woodlawn, we knew you would be someone who would absolutely take advantage of all aspects of your American education. You had done just that over the past 4 years. You've learned English, and you've figured out American school and American culture. You've worked full-time while studying full-time for 4 years. Making time for school has not always been easy, but you never let your commitment to school waver. Your father has been a tremendous support for you, and you have been a tremendous support for so many of your friends. En esa parte en español. Echaremos de menos tu energía positiva el año que viene. Echaremos de menos tu tranquila presencia en la clase y echaremos de menos tus risas. Gracias por traer tanta alegría a este programa. Gracias por ayudarnos a encontrar todas las partes bonitas en la escuela y en la vida, incluso cuando las noches se hicieron largas y los días empezaron pronto. Te echaremos mucho. All right. Evelyn. All right. So Evelyn, you have worked so hard to be on the stage tonight. The diploma you're earning tonight is the product of your determination and resilience. Ever since enrolling at HB, you have balanced the responsibilities of work, school, and family. You have seen more late nights and early mornings than most people your age, and you've never wavered in your commitment to finishing school and moving forward on your own goals. Your senior project this spring gave you a chance to start giving back to other students who also want an opportunity to earn a high school diploma. You spent time supporting students in elementary classrooms and learned even more about American schools, and it gave you a clearer idea of the job you'd like to have when you graduate. En español. Evelyn, desde el primer día que te conocimos en la oficina de Ana, fue claro que eres alguien que pone a otras personas por delante de tus propias necesidades. Y es fácil cuando tienes esas prioridades perder tu propio camino. Durante estos 4 años eso ha pasado de vez en cuando, pero lo más importante es que el camino siempre te ha llevado a la escuela y has logrado el objetivo que propusiste en 2023. Estoy tan orgulloso hoy día y espero que tú sientes el mismo orgullo. Felicidades.
Leslie Diaz Queiroz. Leslie, when you first arrived in fall 2022, you were a new girl trying to find your footing, and as the months went by, you became more confident, making friends and discovering ways to feel at home in your new environment. You are someone who knows exactly how to plan a celebration, and you make sure milestones are marked with joy. When it comes to school, you also get the job done. You're a confident student with strong opinions. Such independence and clarity will serve you well when you continue your studies. In class this year, your essay on teleportation made me laugh. It was so on brand. You wrote about how with your superpower, you'd see amazing things, surprise friends, bypass immigration barriers, and skip amusement park lines. I'll be watching you carefully at Busch Gardens on Monday, Leslie. If you bypass the lines, grab my hand. As you go forward to your next adventure, remember that your most critical growth must come from learning to respect new perspectives. We wish you the best. Nicole Guzman Siles. Nicole. At the beginning of the year in our English class, you wrote a little poem about the tiger. It ends, she walks alone and doesn't look back, moves in silence, passing by, a perfect hunter, fearless. Was that poem intentionally autobiographical? You are fierce when you need to be, and you are a hunter. Remember, even winning the Amoeba Hunter Award of 2025 in biology last year for finding an amoeba under the microscope when no one else could, including most of the entire ninth grade class. Ms. Megan says you are very patient with the microscope. Your patience will continue to help you reach your goals in life. And I've come to learn music will also help you stay centered. When you told me your senior project was to practice and learn some songs on piano and ukulele, I was surprised, and I confess, a little skeptical. This was a side of you I hadn't known about before this spring. It gives me joy now to remember your little recital in Bill's office, especially your talent on the ukulele. I hope you agree with me that the sacrifice of your lovely fingernails was worth your performance. We love you, Nicole. Congratulations. Maria Lemos Garza and Maria Lemos Garza. I will take Lourdes first, but you can be in the wings, Lupe. Maria Lemos Garza and Maria Lemos Garza are twins. They did a photography project for a senior project called Two Lives, Uno Perspective. On the left side of the slides was Maria Guadalupe, and on the right was Maria Lourdes, each the target of the other's camera. In the project, they explained that it's a visual documentary about their lives as twin sisters, and though they aren't completely identical, they've never been apart. Many of us, myself included, have goofed up and called Lourdes Lupe or Lupe Lourdes. Lourdes, you are stronger than you realize, building confidence every day. From the time we first met you, you were the less extroverted twin, but that didn't stop you from nurturing meaningful friendships with new classmates and reaching out when you needed help. In the slideshow, your project, Lupe had taken pictures of you dragging large bags of trash out of the restaurant where you two worked together. 3 slides of this particular task. This makes me laugh, but it also shows me that you are strong and get the job done, however not glamorous it is. It also shows me that your sister, underneath this, she understands you and values your powers. You are tough and willing to take risks on the road to your goals, and at the same time, you know when to take a breath and simply dance. That will get you far on your journey. The road will have obstacles, but your steady mind will conquer them. Step into your true power, Lourdes. Congratulations. We're so proud. Maria Guadalupe Lemos Garza. And then there's Lupe. On the pages with Lourdes taking out the trash, you've taken pictures, or she's taken pictures of you with a clipboard, examining the sandwich station at your workplace. You are clearly trying to decide what goes well together. Lupe brings style wherever she goes. She makes art projects look effortless. She has sharp instincts and natural confidence. Lupe is a fashion specialist with a cynical edge. She's ready to move if moving is the best answer. Between her sister and her, they get stuff done. And as Lupe reminds us on the wall painting she is leaving us at HB, it's often important to think outside the box. The path ahead will have hurdles, but your savvy will open doors. Keep shining and reaching for your goals. Congratulations, Lupe. Dilcy Monterosa Lopez. Dilcy, we have worked on many puzzles together over the years, often studying the puzzle box for clues, sometimes collecting the edges first to make a frame, other times grouping pieces by color. You have never been a student or a puzzle partner that objects to trying new things or bending arbitrary rules. I love that about you. You accept every challenge with a positive, creative mind, and you're generous to others who need support. Even with Spanish as your first language this year and last, you fearlessly tackled mainstream classes, read difficult books, and stepped up to help classmates navigate tough, non-Spanglish directions. Dilcy, you possess rare determination and bravery through unimaginable difficulties while remaining deeply kind and modest. Your writing and speaking skills have become truly excellent. In a practical move, you're completing a phlebotomy course. I suspect is a way of mapping out clever, resourceful ways to earn money and to achieve your ultimate goal of entering a nursing program. Any university community will be incredibly lucky to have you. Don't be shy about reaching out for recommendations. Congratulations, Dilcy. We're all so proud of you. Helen Pimentel Corrado. Helen, over the past 3 years, you've shown us what true perseverance looks like. No matter how challenging the school year became, you showed up, adapted, and passed every single test with a quiet resilience. While you often share the spotlight with your bestie, you bring something truly special to the table. You know how to honor the moments that matter. You also have a deep, appreciative heart, always taking time to say thank you to the staff and peers who help you along the way. As you move forward, my hope for you is you open your mind to the possibilities outside your usual comfort, to discover your own independent voice. Helen, your gift is your quiet strength and your gratitude. We're so proud of you. Giovanni Rivera Santai. He's got the shades. Okay, brace yourself, Gio. To be honest, this winter, we weren't entirely sure we'd see you here today. Back then, if someone walked past B-period English, they may have only seen a hoodie. A giant hoodie, pulled down low. Not the best pose for a student who's going to be passing a class. Thankfully, you're smarter than that, and you woke up in time. For your senior project, you tackled Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and dug into the story's philosophical ideas. You challenged yourself with some critical analysis and built a colorful PowerPoint displaying discoveries that came from your reading. In that book, Victor Frankenstein abandons his creation, but you, Gio, realized you couldn't abandon your own future. You chose responsibility. Right now, I know you're working hard, delivering food. We respect that hustle. Real-world independence is tough. Please drive carefully. Remember, your path doesn't have to look like everyone else's. Sometimes the road has extra hurdles. Sometimes the system makes you work twice as hard just to get your foot in the door. The hill might be steep. The barriers are real, but you're no longer hiding under a hoodie. Step into your potential one step at a time. Congratulations. Dayanara Vargas Mercado. Diana, it's hard to say goodbye to you. So many of our community have been part of your journey, adapting to HB and life in Arlington through good times and challenging times, through allergies and drama, laughing, crying, complaining, rejoicing. From the beginning of this year, you've been so mature and determined to reach this day and stand on this stage. And here we are. Your resilience and patience have grown to be solid supports for you. But you didn't find a quotation about resilience or patience when you found your space on the stairway to the 5th floor. Your answer, Diana, is love. Love. Clear in your heart as it is on your arm. In my goodbye to you tonight, I want to add a few extra lines of John Lennon's poem that I feel are also very Dayanara. Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. All we need is love. Congratulations. Juan Velasquez Orozco. Juan, you are graduating. We've watched your journey to this day, and I couldn't be more proud. When you first came to HB, you had very little English, but that didn't hide your aptitude in math, and it certainly didn't stop you from learning a lot. From the very start, I could see your inquisitive nature helped you to take the first steps in exploring our wide HB community. From a person who's close to a mom's age, I'll say I watched you grow from little Juan with his nerdy glasses and often annoying sense of ease simplifying square roots, to driven Juan memorizing a menu to get a better position at work, to cool Juan in Catherine's class there with the best of them, killing it with crumple and shoot, dependable, generous senior coaching a classmate for a difficult SOL retake. All along with all these hats, so many difficult decisions about what part of your life to prioritize and how to look forward and plan in an era like ours when doors seem to close as fast as they open. All I can say is I admire your choices and the way your mind remains open, and I'm hopeful that someone as full of heart as you are will find the right place to share your knowledge and reach for more education. We wish you the best on your next adventure. Congratulations.
Okay, Deidre's TA, come on up.
That's you, dude. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, am I supposed to? Lock in. We got this. Okay. This is Irie. Yes, it's going to be a little corny. You're going to get over it. All right, Irie came to HB a little later than some of you, but he found a place for himself pretty quickly. And I think that has a lot to do with how kind and generous he is. I've seen him help his friends with some pretty interesting things in class. He also has a really great sense of humor. He's a good storyteller. He knows when to embellish a little bit and when to add a good joke. My favorite thing is he's a great listener, so it doesn't matter how nerdy my rant is, he pretends like he's interested. But my favorite thing about Irie this year has been seeing how hard he works. He can procrastinate, but he locks in when he has to. And this year, he did a wonderful job of getting all of his work done in classes, showing up, more than I think even he thought he was going to. And I'm just really proud of him to see him up here today. But the other thing that I really appreciate about him and that I'll miss a lot is his positive outlook. He's always looking for silver linings and things and trying to find the whimsy in everything. So I hope you'll keep that sense of whimsy and follow it wherever it takes you next. I'll miss you. Oh. Okay, please welcome Rebecca as TA to the stage.
Will Ashley. Will, I've truly enjoyed watching you grow into someone who is both adventurous and grounded over the last 4 years. Whether navigating a canoe through the wilderness, racing your mountain bike down wooded trails, shredding a trail on your snowboard, or designing functional creations with a 3D printer, you are at your best when exploring new possibilities and turning ideas into reality. Along the way, you never lose sight of the beauty around you, often taking the time to capture it through your photography. Your accomplishments in scouting are remarkable. Earning the rank of Eagle Scout and completing all 4 North American high adventure treks demonstrate determination and willingness to embrace challenges. Yet, what stands out most is your commitment to serving others. Through park and stream cleanup, school improvement projects, and community gardening efforts, you've consistently used your talents and energy to make a positive impact. Will, wherever life takes you through mountains, forests, or entirely new terrain, you already possess the qualities needed to navigate the journey ahead. Congratulations. Angel Batsatseg. Angel, throughout high school, you have poured your heart in everything you pursue, with your love of the arts shining through in so much of what you do. Your attention to detail and passion for the arts reflects the kind of artist you are: thoughtful, creative, and deeply observant. The arts have been at the center of your journey, whether designing flyers, capturing powerful photographs, or helping others engage with art through your work with the National Portrait Gallery. You have used your talents not only to create, but to connect people. The same curiosity extends beyond the arts. From studying art history, innovating your own fashion style, to teaching yourself Japanese, you approach the world with an open mind and a genuine desire to learn. You are someone who seeks deeper understanding and is always looking for meaningful ways to connect your interests to the world around you. Angel, your creativity, curiosity, and strong sense of purpose have already made a positive impact on those around you. I'm excited to see the many ways you will continue to inspire and create in the years ahead. Congratulations. Tumulin Batsaihan. Come closer. Tumulin, you're an exceptional student who approaches every challenge with focus, efficiency, and a genuine desire to understand what you're learning. Your strong analytical abilities and commitment to excellence have earned the respect of your teachers and peers. But what most impresses me about you is your academic success is not driven by grades or recognition. You hold yourself to a high standard because you genuinely value learning and take pride in doing things well. You often seek opportunities to learn, whether teaching yourself to play the guitar or developing carpentry skills while helping a friend with the Scout project. That same curiosity is paired with a strong sense of purpose. Drawn to civil and structural engineering, particularly urban planning, you're interested not only in how things are built, but in how thoughtful design can improve communities and the lives of the people within them. Tumulin, as you move forward, continue asking questions, seeking understanding, and pursuing your goals with the same quiet determination that has defined your time at HB. Congratulations. Maya Derajay. Get closer. Maya, your ability to remain positive and keep moving forward, no matter how much is on your plate, is impressive. Over the past 3 years, you've balanced the demands of high school with involvement in cohort, numerous clubs, and community service, all while bringing a smile and an encouraging attitude to those around you. Your accomplishments reflect your dedication to engage fully in your community. In orchestra, you developed discipline and teamwork while performing at community events. You were recognized for the Arab American Student Award, and your hard work placed you third at regional level for your National History Day project. Additionally, you used your talents to support others. Through Best Buddies, you built meaningful relationships rooted in empathy and inclusion. As a member of the Teen Network Board, you helped address important issues affecting young people. Throughout high school, you have consistently demonstrated compassion and a desire to make a difference. Maya, I am confident your optimism and kindness will continue to guide your success in the years ahead. Congratulations. Jamie Riggs. Thank you. Jamie, at first glance, childlike wonder and maturity may seem like contradictory qualities, but in you they exist side by side. When I first met you, back when you were still in middle school, I quickly realized that you see the world in a unique way. You ask thoughtful questions, consider different perspectives, and approach life with a level of insight that goes well beyond your years. At the same time, you never lost your sense of curiosity, imagination, and playfulness. Creativity is at the heart of who you are, whether expressing yourself through artwork on canvas and even on your own clothing, or stepping outside your comfort zone to learn the drums for jazz band and perform at Night of Rock. You embrace new experiences with enthusiasm and courage. What I admire most is the way you continue to grow while staying true to yourself. You approach challenges with an open mind and a creative spirit. Jamie, as you move forward, these qualities will continue to lead you toward meaningful experiences, new discoveries, and opportunities. Congratulations. You're very welcome. Ingun Temujin. When I first met you as a freshman, I was struck by your maturity, insight, and determination. One of your greatest strengths is your ability to appreciate the perspective of others while staying true to your own values. Because of this, you built meaningful relationships across many different social circles, connecting with people through genuine understanding and respect. Academically, you distinguish yourself through curiosity, thoughtful contributions, and a strong work ethic. As an artist, you create work filled with bold, vibrant colors and imagery that reflect both strength and beauty. As a musician, you bring that same creativity and dedication to every performance, whether playing electric guitar at Battle of the Bands or performing on the cello with the school orchestra. Another admirable quality is your ability to turn your goals into reality. I remember when you told me you were going to earn the National Orchestra Award, an honor given to only one senior each year. Ingun, you set that goal, committed yourself to it, and achieved it. And that determination will continue to open doors for you. Congratulations. Sydney Wang. Sydney, your success is the result of countless small efforts repeated day after day with consistency, determination, and purpose. Whether in the classroom, on the stage, on the field, or in service to others, you approach every challenge with dedication and heart. As a stage manager and director of theater productions, you balance complex planning, logistics, and teamwork with remarkable poise. On the ultimate Frisbee field, your competitive spirit was matched by your ability to collaborate and encourage those around you. No matter the setting, you bring an infectious optimism that strengthens every group you are a part of. That same commitment has shaped your academic journey. Through the demanding EMT program at the Career Center, you challenged yourself to develop both technical skills and real-world experience. Earning your EMT certification revealed a passion for caregiving and a talent for helping others in meaningful, tangible ways. Sydney, wherever life takes you next, your confidence and genuine care for others will continue to create connections and leave a lasting impact. Congratulations. So proud of you. Next up is Carolyn Crumplers, TA.
Mina Dowler. Mina is the kind of person who people trust to show up. And while she never makes a loud or grand entrance, she never fails to follow through. She's always been guided by a strong internal compass and unwavering principles. She's shown up for her EMT course and at the Arlington Free Clinic, ready to serve others and think critically under pressure. She's shown up for her cross-country and track teams, running year-round and earning multiple varsity letters and co-captaining her teams. She's invested in her creative pursuits, earning scholastic awards for her talents in visual arts. Her family and friends are Mina's greatest investment, for whom she always shows up and stands up. A most impressive testament to her strong spirit and level of investment are Mina's plans to attend the U.S. Coast Guard Academy. Yeah. She no doubt possesses the strength, discipline, and integrity needed to succeed in such a rigorous environment. Mina, continue to invest in every challenge and let your strong morals guide you. I can't wait to see where life takes you. Marinette White. When I first met Marinette as a freshman, she was a little resistant to my guidance. The self-awareness and adaptability she's developed over the last 4 years have led to this resilient, independent young adult. Marinette's individuality shines through her wide-ranging list of interests: literature and Shakespeare, women's history and psychology, fashion and makeup. She's a beautiful writer who values creativity. Last year, she decided to learn to read tarot, teaching herself to identify patterns and understand the symbolism in the cards. I was so impressed with her empathy and insight in interpreting others' life experiences. Maybe my favorite quality of Marinette's is her wry sense of humor. Her ability to laugh at her own quirks allows her to connect with others in a way that feels authentic and vulnerable. She is unapologetically herself and creates an unthreatening space for others to be themselves. She's quick to recognize and call out injustice, whether on a global scale or within her own community. We are lucky to have been your community, Marinette, and I can't wait to see how your story unfolds. Elise Wiggins. Elise is humble and quietly tenacious. She's always set a high bar for herself, but never compares herself to anyone. She's a superb artist, yet she's forever modest about her abilities, though her numerous scholastic awards and success in AP art speak to her immense talent. During COVID, she quietly picked up Ultimate Frisbee, then went on to captain our varsity team and to play on a nationally ranked club team. During her freshman and sophomore years, she also played varsity softball, and I'll always remember her coming into our 9th grade English class with a nasty black eye alongside her ever-present smile, a mark of both her grit and positivity. Elise's commitment to Girl Scouts, her dedication to her job at the ice rink, and her reliable contributions as a teacher assistant in a freshman biology and middle school English class speak to her dependability. She has made her mark here in humble and unassuming ways and truly is a leader by example. I'm impressed by all you do, Elise, and look forward to hearing about your next adventures. Zach's TA is next.
Okay. First up, Kai Din. All right. When Kai has described himself in the past, he has wanted to be known as curious, a good friend, and a hard worker. But I don't think Kai realizes the extent to which he has affected the world around him. Kai gives me hope for the future. Whenever I doubt the maturity of preteen and teenage boys, Kai is there to show compassion and thoughtfulness. Whenever I think that the art room is in a boring routine of seeing the same types of artwork over and over, Kai is there to build us a wooden sculptural masterpiece. Whenever the people in his life need support, Kai shows up with a joke, a hug, and genuine interest in that person. Your intellectual curiosity has prompted you to explore many AP classes and a wide variety of hobbies. But I think what stands out to me the most is your deeply empathetic curiosity of people. It is so refreshing and special. You've also described your crippling procrastination. And I want you to know that sometimes having high expectations has that effect. And even though it can be frustrating, it can also lead to greatness. Thank you for your honesty over the last few years balancing ultimate frisbee, rock climbing, art, and music. I want you to know that what you did at the Virginia State Tournament this year was one of the most impressive breakout performances I have ever seen. Thank you for your dedication to things worth doing. Good luck out there. It has been such a unique experience for us to share these last 4 years together. When you entered high school and I returned to HB as a teacher and frisbee coach, I imagine it was similar feelings for both of us. Nervous, excited. I wanted to live up to the high expectations of an HB teacher, the best in the country, and the high expectations of one of the great frisbee programs in this country. You probably wanted, friends. All I remember about our first year together was knowing that we had unlimited potential for the next 4 years ahead of us, which took the edge off my nerves and stoked my excitement. I knew immediately that you had the unteachable passion and dedication that every great player has. Looking around this gym, where we put in countless hours of winter practice, I can clearly visualize where you led warm-ups for 2 years as a captain. You've been a dedicated leader and a hard worker, and I know that all of your teammates would agree that guarding you at practice gave them the highest quality reps they could ever have imagined, and they are thankful for it. This year, you had a tough road. From your injured shoulder to 2 AP Science classes, you had to work through mental and physical challenges. But your confidence never wavered, showing up to practice and PT. And by the time the end of the season came around, you were back at it, giving your all on the field for your teammates. I could not be more proud of the player you have become, the dedicated student, and the mature and kind friend. Onwards.
Where's my TA at? Nell Lloyd. I never know what direction a conversation will go with Nell. It really could go anywhere and never follows a typical script. Why is this? Well, Nell has opinions, many of them, and they're strongly held and they're backed up, if not by science, then at least more strongly held opinions. Nell so regularly has a book in hand that it's genuinely seen as an extra appendage. And the books are vast and varied, from young adult fantasy to graduate school level environmental ethics and everything in between. Fittingly, for the senior project, Nell read. Not just any kind of reading, this was varsity level, 20 books over the course of the project. Nell goes full on when the topics are interesting. Examples include, but aren't limited to, Hollow Knight, Pokemon, and mostly nature, bugs, birds. You get the idea. Nell is also very thoughtful and generous, whether sharing a book recommendation, the aforementioned Pokemon cards, or homemade baked goods. Nell is always eager to listen to or share interests with others. Nell, you are going to be a superstar in college. The whole university experience was made for you and your drive, intellect, and curiosity. They aren't going to know what hit them when you show up. Evan Thorne. A thing that I recently learned about Evan is that he's a busker, a street performer of music. To be fair, he just learned this about himself in his senior project, but nonetheless, both of us learned that he really, really likes it. And it's so obvious when you think about it. right? Evan is a spreader of joy, and he loves music, so spreading joy through music makes all the sense in the world. Evan is also an incredible and very talented writer. For the last several years in creative writing, he wrote fabulous and detailed stories with beautifully clever characters who traverse faraway worlds and epic adventures. In addition, he held a summer internship at a creative writing program mentoring young writers. In the summer of 2024, he participated in UVA's advanced program, receiving 6 credits for taking 2 classes, one in Dracula and the other in genocide. Yep. That's right. Evan Thorne, the nicest guy in the world, was studying Dracula and genocide. While it's probably a safe bet that most of us, especially his parents, don't think he should be a professional street musician, the idea that Evan will be spreading joy is an obvious one. Congratulations, Evan. Next up, Hope's TA.
Yay! Everybody doing okay? All right. All right, Mallory, come on up. When I think about Mallory Burton, the first thing that comes to mind is those enviable curls. But then, very quickly, the second, third, and fourth things that come to mind are her inquisitiveness, her magnificently dry sense of humor, her overall brilliance, and her ability to effectively use those gifts in her quest to make a positive impact on her community, starting with her friends. As one of Mallory's longtime friends said to me recently, Mallory deeply values friendship. She doesn't take herself too seriously, she's non-judgmental, and is very good at finding humor in difficult situations. Always ready with a joke to cheer you up, Mallory is obviously the kind of friend we all need and hopefully aspire to be. As artistically and academically gifted as she is a good friend, Mallory has earned multiple gold and silver key recognitions in the Scholastic's Regional Art Competition and attended the Virginia Governor's School World Languages program where she studied Spanish. But Mallory would never tell you that herself. She's too modest. And anyway, her focus is not on elevating herself, but instead on using her gifts to lift up others. Good luck at nationals, Mallory. Yes! And beyond. Congratulations. All right, Callie. You ready? All right. In a world that seems to undervalue kindness as a virtue, Callie is unique. She is relentlessly, unequivocally, and ferociously kind. Yeah. Heading off to study nursing in the fall, Callie has spent the past 4 years preparing herself for the high-stakes, fast-paced, stressful, but fulfilling balancing act that is the nursing profession. If you watch The Pit, you know what I mean. Pushing herself to excel in academically challenging courses, playing the violin, cultivating her artistic vision in photography, swimming competitively, running competitively, Callie never turns the stress of that balancing act out on others. She graciously keeps her cool and maintains a positive attitude. And while I hope that Callie and I are never going to meet in a nurse-patient situation, I am 100% certain that I would be in the most excellent hands should that situation ever arise. Callie, your kindness is a superpower. When the world tells you that kindness is weakness, you will undoubtedly prove them wrong because sharing your superpower with the world is your destiny. Congratulations. All right, Will. Will Eggert, or Weggert, as he is known around the black box, because frankly, who has time for all 3 syllables when saws, drills, and rigging swings from a ceiling are involved? Watching Weggert work with his peers to build ambitious sets, such as the swing that he and his fellow set team built and rigged 18 feet in the air has been a lesson in skillful collaboration. It was no surprise that Will was elected by his peers to serve as one of our tech directors this year. His inclusiveness, coupled with his ability to listen to all of the ideas in the room, have helped to create a culture in our tech theater world that feels welcoming and productive. Whether pushing himself to build an ambitious set for a play, or mentoring an eager middle school tech crew, or challenging himself to meet the rigorous requirements of his academic coursework, Will inspires those around him to join him on the journey. Unless, of course, that journey is on a mountain trail and he is in mountain goat mode, and then he will alpine divorce you in a heartbeat. Kidding. Thank you for inviting me, Will, to be a part of your HB journey. Congratulations. All right, Charlotte. Charlotte Fletcher. I hate to say it, but wherever Charlotte is, there will be some drama. Though Charlotte is often the voice of reason, don't let her calm and cool demeanor fool you. In her time at HB, Charlotte has inserted herself into a friend's devastating breakup, turned up as a dinner party as a ghost, instigated a massive brawl among a family of feisty sisters, tried to summon the deceased in a teenage upstart coven, put her friends through a grueling and seemingly deadly interview process, staged a romance or two, stolen a scene or two in a play about magic, and kept her friends guessing about what theatrical shenanigans she might be up to next. Of course, by drama, I'm referring to Charlotte's long and illustrious list of performances and direction in our black box and our main stage. Yeah. What a great privilege it has been to watch you perform and direct these past 7 years. You are the kind of student teachers relish having in class. One who genuinely enjoys learning, is caring and curious, steadfast and stoic, and adored by so many. I hope you will keep bringing the drama as you head into your next big adventure, Charlotte.
Ilya Israel. One of my favorite memories of Ilya comes from our TA sleepover during her freshman year. She was the youngest student there, surrounded by older kids, and I kind of expected her to be quiet and cautious. Instead, she walked in completely herself. Without hesitation, she jumped into conversation and soon had everyone laughing. That was the first time I got to see the confidence, wit, and sense of humor Ilya is known for by her closest people. Ilya's creativity shows up everywhere. Through the years, she has brought me homemade cookies, jam, pies, and eventually soups. Her creativity also shows up on the stage. I've been lucky enough to watch her perform many times, and you probably have too, on our main stage and in our Black Box shows. I still remember getting actual chill bumps the first time I saw her perform in Percy Jackson. Even back in 9th grade, it was obvious she had something special. Ilya has faced challenges most people never see, yet she continues to meet them with courage, kindness, and humor. As she heads off to study acting, I have no doubt she'll bring courage, humor, and creativity wherever comes her way. Congratulations, Ilya. Evie Wang. Over the last 3 years, I've learned that talking with Evie is a unique experience. Because at any moment, a perfectly normal conversation can suddenly include TikTok slang, an obscure internet reference, or a phrase that leaves me wondering if I need subtitles. The faces she makes while in that conversation can be equally hilarious and curious. She's a fascinating contradiction. She can be super organized and really high functioning in AP classes, athletics, work, and leadership roles, and yet she's also delightfully goofy. She's the kind of person who will organize a music video parody for a class project, perform a ridiculous song in a musical, and keep everyone laughing while still getting the job done. I think it's appropriate to say Evie has main character energy because she brings enthusiasm, spunk, and personality into every space she enters. Evie, you've never been afraid to be both competent and completely yourself. Don't lose that. Congratulations. Next up is Eric Young.
Axel McCarran. Axel recognizes that education is at once conceptual and visionary, an affair of deciphering signs. You have come to genuinely enjoy dense academic texts, and I see resonance with your love of French language and translation. One of the most indelible moments of my teaching career came with Axel when, on an island beyond DC's light pollution, we beheld the sky ablaze with reds and pinks, the aurora borealis dancing overhead. You and some friends lingered especially long in the chilly night to take it in. And the through line is your sense of awe, your commitment to making meaning of the heavens, marks on a page, melody, bodily movement, and you're damn good at it. Axel recently performed in the classic ballet La Fille Mal Gardée, playing a suitor with a profound, let's call it devotion, to a red umbrella. Amidst elegant, precise, beautiful movement, the choreography required that he affectionately kiss the umbrella, which I honestly thought was a lick until your grandmother told me otherwise. I digress. The character, Alain, holds a lesson for us all. It's hard to know where love will lead us. While you're far more sophisticated than Alain, I've cherished watching you grow from a tender 11-year-old into a leader, though your sensitivity and vulnerability have always imbued you with a perceptive and creative soul. You've helped me see more than a few ideas and umbrellas differently. And as loved as you are here at HB, you are so ready for the bigger world. Congratulations. Stefan.
Thank you. Testing. All right. Beck Selab. Did I get it? Did I get it? Shut up. Okay. Don't look over here, man. Back up. Earlier this year, Liz shared an email from Beck's AP Spanish literature teacher. Yes, the hardest Spanish class there is. In all her years mentoring virtual Virginia students, Liz had never received an unsolicited email like this, and it simply read, "Beck is absolutely crushing it." Beck attended a Spanish immersion elementary school and continued his studies throughout his senior year. But what stays with me the most is what he did with his Spanish. Alongside friends, he helped start a lunchtime soccer league here at HB that welcomed our English language learners, built friendships, and created a sense of belonging. Those years of Spanish became something bigger than a class. They became a way to connect people. Yes, I could talk about all of your academic and athletic accomplishments. Well, not really, because I've only got a minute. But that's not what makes you special. Your success won't come from what you know alone, but from how you make people feel. Your work ethic, sharp intellect, and genuine compassion will make you unstoppable in the business world. It was great having you as a student, especially talking trash, beating you and everyone else in class at badminton. I truly enjoyed our conversations, especially this year when we kept track of your winning wins and loss records of your college acceptances, and you had a winning record. My only regret is not taking advantage of the brilliant Spanish tutor I had right in my TA this whole time. Beck, you have already proven that success isn't measured by what you achieve, but by how many people are better because you were there. Congratulations. Murat Kumanelis, my man. All right. All right. Typically during the badminton unit, kids race to the basket of rackets, weeding through the bad rackets to get to the perfect one. That's what everyone does, but not Murat. He grabs the worst one, that old green racket that's been here longer than me, and I've been here for over 20 years. And he pretty much beats everyone with rewind, and he pretty much beats everyone he plays, including me. What everyone else passed over, Murat, you saw there was something that could still be used. I know you don't see eye to eye with every teacher. No, you don't. And there were times where you, Bennett, and Eli made me question my life choice as a teacher. But I never had an issue with you being in my TA, because in spite of all of that, we still got each other. I've seen your thoughtfulness on display every time you brought gifts back from your trips to Greece, and when you brought me baklava that you made yourself, and it wasn't nasty. It was good. Murat, after all these years, what I remember most isn't who you beat in badminton or even stories from the class. I remember your thoughtfulness, your resilience, and your ability to care for others, even when life wasn't easy. Those qualities would take you farther than any grade ever could. The world needs more people like you. And while everyone else is looking for that perfect racket, keep being the person who can win with the green one. Congratulations. And up next, Patty Walsh.
All right, Valeria Claros Caballero. I was chatting with some of your former teachers about this speech, and each one had similar comments. He used to be a student, they'd try to find ways to help and show you they care. And then somewhere along the way, you are the one who selflessly makes our days a little better. The notes, the gifts, the hugs, we appreciate you. And you are not one to boast, so I will do that part. You're a self-taught kind of person. Whatever you want to learn, you find a way. You taught yourself graphic art and are very involved in online art communities. You learned Greek conversational language so you could converse with Rebecca and honor her culture. I know you will continue learning and finding ways to connect with those you care about. And you are one of the most resilient people I have ever met. These qualities, along with your compassionate and grateful heart, will carry you anywhere you want to go. But you have to tell me where that is so I can follow. M. Ellsworth, come on up. M, you have the distinct honor of being the only member of this graduating class who joined us at HB as a senior. And I'm sure this wasn't easy for you, but I'm so glad that you're here. I admire you for making this big change and finding your way in our school. I admire your genuine enthusiasm for so many topics, especially animals, and all the extra work you did at the Career Center and during senior experience at the Animal Welfare League. I admire your sincere appreciation for any help and guidance your teachers provided, but mostly I admire your thoughtfulness and your generosity. You always think about others and are the first person to help a friend, notice a classmate who needs some attention, or offer snacks to me and everyone else in the room. Thank you for brightening up my days this year and introducing me to Gravity Falls. I will truly miss you. All right, Rowan McManus. Rowan, you were usually the first student I talked to every morning. And these chats included everything from your sincere interest in how I'm doing, but also your interest in world events and politics. I enjoyed hearing about your job as a lifeguard and your rugby matches. And speaking of rugby, I attended my first match last summer, and of course I thought of you. I did a little research and learned that the World Rugby's 5 core values are integrity, passion, solidarity, discipline, and respect. These defining principles are embedded in the game's playing charter and help preserve the unique character and ethos of the sport, both on and off the field. I hope you carry these values with you to college and throughout your life. That sport exemplifies the mental and physical strength that I know you possess. I know your team benefited from you spearheading the fundraising to get them to California last year, and I know your friends benefit from your constant kindness and support, and I will really miss our little chats. Congratulations. Okay, and one more to Jackson Raymond, who's at home. Who knew that that very shy 9th grader who liked to hang out with the older students in my room would one day be in my TA? Jackson, I'm so glad this worked out for both of us. You have been a valuable addition to the sometimes rowdy group in my classroom and in my heart. I think I really got to know you last year when we had many long conversations about how to help a certain friend who was going through a really hard time. This is when I learned how very caring and empathetic you are. These qualities are the ones that make you a successful person in every way. Having lasting, meaningful friendships is the key to real happiness, and I know you will have a happy life. Nurture your creative, musical side. Keep reading books about philosophy. And believe in yourself like I believe in you. Your future is bright, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. Next up, Carrie Ann.
Thank you. Okay, Carrie Ann's TA, come on up. Look at these. All right. First up, Emma Beckett. Emma, throughout your time at HB, you've been somebody who consistently made people around you feel supported, welcomed, and valued. You carry yourself with compassion, resilience, and determination, and it's clear how highly your peers think of you. Whenever people talk about you, it's always with genuine respect and admiration. Your high school experience has been defined by service and responsibility and a strong work ethic. Whether volunteering at Acing Autism, helping in the emergency department, supporting AFAC, caring for animals at the Animal Welfare League, or participating in creep cleanups, you consistently made a positive impact on others. At the same time, you balanced field hockey, multiple jobs, babysitting, AP classes, NHS, and even earned a Silver Key Award for your artwork. Even when life became overwhelming, you never backed away from a challenge and always pushed yourself to do more. What I'll miss most of all of our conversations, the laughter, and the pep talks about getting to school on time. I'll also miss the steady stream of friends stopping by while you were trying to get work done, although you still somehow managed to finish everything. Your empathy and genuine care for others make nursing the perfect path for you. Your future patients will be incredibly lucky to have someone like you caring for them. Congratulations. Good job. Right there, right behind you. Next up, Alexis Morley Lascano. All right. I've had the privilege of getting to know you over the past few years, and one thing became very clear quickly. Somehow you managed to do everything. Whenever you were leading teammates, TAing for me, volunteering, working, or balancing all of that with academics, you approached every responsibility with positivity, maturity, and an incredible work ethic. As a 4-season track captain and a member of NHS, you consistently led by example. You took up pole vaulting as a freshman, which means at some point you looked at that giant stick and thought, yeah, launching myself into the air seems like a good idea. But somehow you turned that decision into one of your greatest accomplishments, earning a trip to the state competition and the respect of your teammates. What I have appreciated most, though, is the way you always made time to stop by and connect with me. No matter how busy your life became, our conversations were thoughtful, genuine, and filled with humor that could make even my stressful days feel lighter. You're planning to study psychology, which fits you perfectly. You're empathetic, thoughtful, and truly an attentive listener. One final piece of advice. If a 9 a.m. start time class is optional, please keep it that way. If you know, you know. Okay, congratulations. Oh, you did great. Next up, Brody Michaelgard. Let's go. Where is your family? I see them. Okay. All right. One thing I learned very quickly about you, Brody, is whatever you take on, you approach it with full effort and commitment. When I first met you, I learned that keeping up with the Green Bay Packers was basically required if I wanted to keep up with our conversations. I found myself watching games so that I could be prepared to talk football with you the next day. I still won't call myself a Packers fan, but I will admit you came dangerously close to converting me. You've had a huge impact on our community, especially as a teacher assistant in my PE class. Whether you're setting up lessons, coaching, organizing teams, playing in games, or encouraging students, you handled every responsibility with patience, maturity, and positivity. The students loved having you around, and I always knew I could count on you. And of course, we can't forget your volleyball nickname, Bam Bam. After those legendary overhead serves, let's just say half the class suddenly became very interested in learning how to duck. You now have your sights set on a career in marketing and graphic design. With your dedication, creativity, and caring nature, there is no doubt in your future will be filled with exciting opportunities and remarkable achievements. Congratulations. Connor Sheppel, come on down. Okay, where's your family? Where's your parents? Are they here? Okay. You're genuine, outgoing, and curious, and quite possibly the hardest student to locate in this entire building. Over the past 4 years, I learned very quickly that if I ever needed to find you, it was easier to find a free parking spot out front of HB to track you down. Somehow, you were always exactly where you needed to be, just never where I expected you to be. You found a way to be involved in nearly everything. You were a member of NHS, earned recognition as an AP scholar, founded the Aviation Club, played competitive soccer, served as team captain, coached, refereed, and co-founded HB Soccer Lunch League, and worked countless hours at a country club. What I've appreciated most about you is your character. Beneath your laid-back personality is somebody who's hardworking, humble, and incredibly genuine. During Teacher Appreciation Week your freshman year, you gave me a card, and this said, "Thank you for being great and letting us out early." Today, this remains one of the most honest evaluations of my teaching career. As you head off to study engineering, I have no doubt that you're going to do great things and make meaningful impact. I'm incredibly proud of you and all that you've accomplished. Congratulations. Nice job. Great. Good job. You're the best. Okay. And last, Emery Simmons. Come on down. Emery, if I had to describe you in a few words, I would say you're resilient, resourceful, caring, independent, and funny. Over the years, I've watched you navigate challenges with a level of maturity well beyond your years. Life has asked a lot of you during high school. You faced being new to HB, multiple moves, and more uncertainty than most students your age. Yet somehow you never let those experiences define you. Instead, you use them to become stronger, wiser, and more self-aware. What has always impressed me is your ability to figure things out, whether it's teaching yourself a new skill, balancing school with work, finding creative outlets through art and writing, or saving up to buy your own car. You've consistently shown that when faced with a challenge, you respond with a simple, "I'll find a way." As my teacher assistant, you were somebody I could always count on. You were always dependable, patient, and encouraging, and you always had a way of making every student feel welcome and included, even the ones who occasionally made following the directions seem optional. As you pursue your dream of becoming a pediatric nurse, remember this: the qualities that make you successful now, your compassion, perseverance, and strength, are exactly what make you successful in the future. I am so proud of you. Congratulations. Next up, Travis Reyes.
Selwa Elizabeth John. Four years ago, I met this kid who was figuring out how to listen to herself. That might sound simple. It's not always that simple, especially when you're navigating a home life that can ask a lot of you, a world that doesn't always feel safe, and a brain that just works differently than most people's. Selwa has, learning differences in the classroom. And the classroom's not always built for difference. She is also one of the sharpest minds in the building. She overcame a stutter to become one of the, most compelling speakers I know. She can walk into a library and come out knowing something that no one else has ever thought to look up. Her mom describes her in 5 words: smart, gorgeous, sensitive, loyal, and creative. I will add a 6th, resilient. She didn't just survive HB, she built community here. Film club, GSA, talking about school board conversations. She showed up for people who needed help and needed someone to show up for them. So you worked extremely hard emotionally to get through each and every day. That is not a small thing. That's everything we are. The world needs people who fight for a gradually better life for themselves and others, and you're one of them. Congratulations. Next up is Carl.
Thomas Coucher. We're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Billy Joel's song was prophetic, Tommy, because he was obviously referring to you. It's been such a joy to watch you make music with your friends. You have a gift for being able to use music as both a vehicle of self-expression and a vehicle of collective expression. And I've marveled at how you're comfortable in your own skin while you learn and grow. When you and your bands rehearse in the band room during lunch just about every day, don't think for a second that I typically have my door closed because I don't want to hear the music you're making. I just have it closed because it's super loud. I can still hear very clearly the persistence that you have in going after the details. It's not about having fun being good. It's about finding the fun in getting better. You get that. Tommy, I'm incredibly proud of you, and I can't wait to see and hear where your passion and persistence take you. Congrats. You take this too. Tug Donaghy. Sports, music, food. Tug, we like the same things. I'm so glad that I've had the opportunity to get to know you and to get to make music with you for 7 years. You have poured your heart into playing the trombone, and you should be incredibly proud of the progress you've made on that instrument. You're a strong, skilled, and confident player. It was particularly fun to perform Eye of the Tiger with you this spring, as it made me think of Philly sports and Philly attitude and Philly cheesesteaks. We have probably had thousands of sports conversations over the years, and I'm thankful for every one of them. Some people think sports and music and food are ways that we escape reality, but you and I understand that that is actually the total opposite of that. There are some of the most real things we have. They bring people together in a time when it's way too easy to be isolated. Tug, thank you so much for 7 amazing years. Best of luck with all your endeavors, and let's keep the sports conversations going. And Graham Satram. I'm not too proud to admit the one mistake I've made in my 20 years of teaching here at HB. That was a joke. I remember one day you stopped by and suggested that we play Moondance by Van Morrison and Jazz Band. It was a great suggestion, and I humbly apologize for not getting it on a program before, well, you graduate. That's a groovy song. It's full of little nuances that might go unnoticed. You notice the nuances. You not only notice them, you perform them. Ever since you were in 6th grade, if there was a vital note on the chimes, or a specific transition on the glockenspiel that had to be executed in just the right way, you were on that part. Whether it's in the classroom or on the frisbee field, on a concert stage or serving your community, you always play that essential part with humility and grace. It does not go unnoticed. You'll find the part to Moondance in the folder here. It's a flute part, so you'll need to take it down the octave. Next up, Kirsten Cie.
Lydia, your adventuresome spirit and your love of the natural world shine in all that you do. You are the one person that I know who can be immersed in the intensive Virginia Governor's French Language Academy for 3 weeks, return home, pivot, pack new bags, and depart within 48 hours to study geothermal energy and environmental issues in Iceland. You reach out without reserve to support others, be they friends, families, HB families trying to figure out local parking logistics, and individuals in need of food assistance, and so many more. Your generosity, your compassion, and your creativity have been constant in all that you do in seeking out meaningful and challenging learning opportunities, serving as a teaching assistant for Spanish classes, leading the literary magazine, starting the ornithology club, taking on 2 languages with incredible strengths in both, as well as your achievements in tennis, soccer, and volunteer work. Your grace, your calm, and your resilience have steered you through regular and pandemic times with strength, humor, and confidence. And these qualities will serve you well as you embark on making this world a better place. May all you do bring you much joy, and I can't wait to see all that you embark on. I'm going to miss you. Before you go, Lydia, before you go, there you go. This is hard. Abe, your creative and generous spirit, your passion for ultimate Spanish language and culture and the arts, along with your compassion and your commitment to your community, are inspirational. Throughout these years, both regular and quirky, with all things pandemic, your dry wit, your creativity, and your insights on life have been a constant delight. You've demonstrated resilience and humor and determination throughout it all. And your joy in working and sharing with others and in embracing leadership roles in Ultimate and Apples and Honey and in all your classes is evident in the deep friendships and the connections that you have with so many here. Your passions for origami, art, photography, music, architecture, and design are palpable as you share your creations with us, and while you extend your own knowledge and skills through incredible learning experiences. You're always present to others and supportive of others, and you form such deep connections and communities around you, be it through your volunteer work ultimate, or your relationships with your friends and your family. And I can't wait to see the communities and the creative works you design and build and create and nurture in the years ahead. I hope you find joy in all that you do. And the world awaits, but know you always have a community here to visit. And Steve's TA is coming up next.
Are there any girls in your TA? Were the first words Eli Greer ever said to me. I said, nope, bunch of dudes. 8th grade Eli said, okay, and he kept walking. And based on how it went, I thought our first conversation would be our last. So imagine my delighted surprise when I walk into the TA the next year, and there's Eli, head and shoulders above a bunch of dudes. To this day, I don't know why Eli picked me, but I'm glad he did, because Eli's a jack of all trades, and he's the kind of guy I love TAing for. He got the full gamut of the high school experience. Unlike some of these bums, Eli held a job for years, where he learned people skills. He played basketball for W&L, where he learned to be a team player. He took a rigorous course load and learned balance. He spent about 12 hours on the senior trip, where I'm sure he learned something. And he found that girl he was looking for, and together this year they made a damn good yearbook. So Eli, as you head out into the next chapter, my wish for you is that you always stay so involved, and may you always find what you're looking for, even when you're looking in the wrong spot. Much like an adorable and loyal puppy that just refuses to be housebroken, Bennett Haas can be easy to get mad at, but he's impossible to stay mad at. My time with Bennett was a chaotic cycle of trying to get him to pay attention, and then in the middle of that, he'd pull out a video of himself scoring a hat trick because he's a nationally recognized hockey player for Yorktown and the Caps Academy. And what am I going to do in that situation? I'd give him a pat, and we'd move on with our day. And then I'd be like, dude, you got to stop interrupting your chorus class. Bill really needs a break. And then he'd just pull out a picture of a fish he caught and show it to me. And what am I going to do? You know, I'd give him a little treat, and we'd go about our day. And then he'd show me a paper he wrote, and then 2 days would go by, and I'd find out he didn't turn it in, which is the same feeling as like when they go on the rug right next to the tile floor. So he could grind my gears, but we had some great times. And shooting the breeze with Bennett has been a big part of my day that I'm really going to miss next year. So as you head out, may you please stay in touch, and may you please pay some attention out there. Kevin. If you are gathered here this evening, then chances are pretty good that you've had a meaningful conversation with Kevin Wynn. Among the most sincerely social students I've ever known, Kevin has a unique and uncanny gift of making whomever he is talking to feel completely understood and accepted. Kevin, I see you treat your classmates and teachers with the utmost attention to their daily toil, and then you come by my room and do the same for me. So I'll get to my wish for you straight away. May you never lose that gift. And may you come to realize what a gift it is, because I'm not sure you do just yet. May you continue to be there for those that will appreciate it, and may you accept that some might not, and may that acceptance not get you down, because that is their loss and not yours. Kevin, you had me at would you like an egg roll? Now, dozens of egg rolls and deep conversations later, you've entrenched yourself as one of the best guys I know. Keep treating others like you do, and I know you will find your people wherever you go. There are a lot of ways to define cool as a personal trait, and I like the idea of cool as effortless success. Someone who handles what comes their way without making anything look too difficult is cool in my book. And going by that scientific metric, Finn Watson's as cool as a cucumber in Canada. Everything that comes his way, he does well, and he does well with a smile on his face. Finn, I'm not saying you didn't work hard, because I know you did, but boy, do you make it look easy. Academically, Finn took AP everything, and his GPA was still like a 6. Athletically, Finn earned a D1 golf scholarship as a junior, and he capped off his high school career with a state title this year. He is easygoing, and his presence is enjoyed by classmates and teachers alike. And if that's the way it's going to roll, then my wish for you is that everything continues to turn up Finn. May every day continue to be a birdie. And if it doesn't, if a day turns out to be a bogey here and there, may you be able to face real life with the same infectious positivity that you tackled high school with. Don't forget about your uncool teachers when you're sinking those eagles next year. We'll all miss you. Next up is Dan.
Leo, I've been so fortunate to have known you since your first day of 7th grade. In the last 6 years, you have shown me and all those around you that you are funny, resilient, kind, and compassionate. From the start of your 7th grade year to now, we've all watched you grow into the dedicated, warm, and friendly young man that you are today. In the classroom, we saw a student who learned for the genuine sake of learning about new and exciting topics. In history class, you're always curious and engaged, as I always ask my students to be all in for any of my crazy activities. As a teacher, that is what we're all looking for in our students. Outside the classroom, you're a creative and talented composer. I truly hope you continue to explore your musical interests and continue to push your songwriting boundaries. Leo, your journey through HB Woodlawn, while not typical or easy, has been nothing short of inspiring. Your warm smile and character have left a lasting impact on all of us. Congratulations on the wonderful career here at HB, and I know that we all eagerly anticipate the bright future that lies ahead for you. Good luck, and don't be a stranger.
All right, Casey's TA. While they're coming up, we do have the TVs. It is a little cooler out in the hall if you need to take a 1-minute step out there. Don't miss any of them. Don't miss any kid, but you know, it is a little cooler out there. All right, first up, Caduce. All right, Caduce, get at you. I first spent time with Caduce as a student on the screen in my 7th grade history class. And despite being virtual, his personality came through the screen. He was camera on, big headphones, spinning around in an oversized gaming chair. His hand was always up, his comments flying in the chat. He had questions galore. That inquisitive aspect of Caduce has never changed. Despite overcoming hurdles uncommon for most students on this stage, Caduce remains unusually optimistic. His interests lie in business, and he's developing his coding skills as seen through his impressive senior project. I see him as a hopeful pioneer in our new AI world. He loves to connect with others, whether it's through internships, his faith community, or here at school. I am most optimistic about Caduce's future endeavors at the college level because of the earnestness he's developed in these last 2 years. Just like in 7th grade, he still asks thoughtful questions, explores his interests, and has a genuine love of learning. As he embarks on his college journey, I feel confident that he has what it takes to be successful. Congratulations. Annabelle Jeffcoat. Speaking Spanish, playing the piano, singing alto, being on the dance team. They each require an understanding of rhythm and the way a system of sounds works together. I'm not sure whether her aptitude in singing, dancing, and playing came before or after her knack for learning languages, but she excels at them all. Over the last few years, Annabelle has been a constant presence in my office, writing study guides on the whiteboard, working on her virtual classes, and I've seen firsthand the work ethic of this self-motivated young woman. Here at HB, she's been a staple of the choral program, always ensuring that she knows her part and how she fits in the larger ensemble. She's lived in the Yorktown world as a member of the dance team, devoting hours to practices and games. And while balancing academics and dance, she also learned to be an advocate for herself and others. She was a loyal friend to many who needed her and kept her group on a schedule. With her new YouTube influencer skills, I have no doubt that she will be taking business school by storm, and this is not the last we'll hear from this talented young woman. Congratulations. Mia Creek. So when given the choice between sleep or the experience, Mia will always choose the experience, the journey, the adventure. Something she learned well from her mom. She will rally her friends to wake for the sunrise or stay up late if it means they get to do or see something they wouldn't do otherwise. Mia brings that can-do, let's-do attitude to so many aspects of her life, whether it was volleyball or crew or her job as a server at a local restaurant here in Georgetown. I am also especially grateful for that energy in her contributions to our HB yearbook. I don't think it would have happened the last 2 years without her. Those senior superlatives and so many other pages were her work, along with others, but she was part of it. Additionally, Mia is a beautiful and talented singer, building on her Estonian heritage, where she's participated in tributes to their singing revolution. Her appreciation for the power of singing and making music together is something she's brought to our choir program since she joined in middle school. Just as she has always done through high school, Mia is choosing the experience over the next few years. She's heading to Estonia to expand on the life she's built there in the summer and to pursue university. Congratulations. All right, Eleanor Massey. All right, Ellen. As a former basketball player, I can appreciate the skills of a particularly excellent point guard. They are able to see the entire court, think 2 or 3 passes ahead, and make decisions and execute them. They also have to know the strengths of their teammates, create opportunities for them, and effectively communicate when the pressure is on. When I watch Eleanor Massey running her team on the court, she does all of this and more. Impressively, she also leads as the award-winning quarterback for the Virginia Hurricanes, as well as a student in our most rigorous courses and in her volunteer roles managing websites like our arena scheduling site. Eleanor is truly single-minded in her pursuit of excellence in everything she does. When we once talked about academic challenges, she said, "Well, I don't think I've really ever faced one yet." And she's not wrong. High school is just the beginning for Eleanor. The real adventures are still ahead of her. And regardless of the tough problems she'll encounter in college, I know she will approach it as she does each time she brings the ball down the court. Practice, plan ahead, play hard, and execute. Congratulations. Elise Markowski. So Elise spends almost every lunch in my office with her friends, and she is the glue of that group in the same way that she is for many of her soccer teams. She leads with humor and a humbleness that is uncanny for someone as talented as she is. She does not take herself or her accomplishments too seriously, a nod to the way she was raised and maybe the responsibility she's had for all those younger sisters. Anyone who knows Elise knows she is an accomplished soccer player. She made varsity as a freshman and started from the beginning. Tomorrow night, she will captain the Yorktown varsity team in the state semifinals. And on top of that, she managed an intense club team schedule. She worked hard to overcome several injuries and always earned her starting spot back. Elise is beloved by her friends, her teammates, her orchestra buddies, because she is committed and serious, but also hilarious. Elise is a workhorse in the academic setting, too, and if a certain subject didn't come easily, her work ethic always helped her rise above the challenge she faced. Elise, Keep being the person who finds the fun in even the hardest moments. Congratulations. All right, Zadie Monahan. Zadie wants to make every minute count. It's the minutes coming off the bench in a basketball game and hitting 2 threes, which was very impressive. And then the minutes that turn into hours studying for AP Spanish a year earlier than she expected to take it. One of the things that impresses me most about Zadie is that she tries not to make decisions just based on what she should do, but instead on what she actually knows she enjoys. Getting exercise every day, being with her friends, challenging herself. So in high school, she tried field hockey, played basketball even though she wasn't a starter, and prioritized being at summer camp over other academic options sometimes. Zadie cares deeply about her success, yet she's also a joiner who puts friends and social commitments at the top of her priority list, even when that sometimes means she pays with late nights and some tricky deadlines. I'm so grateful that I can count on Zadie to show up, whether it's bringing tenacious defense to the March Madness tournament here, fun to the office banter, or intensity to her academics. I am so grateful for the 7 years of time with this special young lady. Congratulations. All right, Caroline Weaver. Caroline's curiosity is genuine and enthusiastic. So whether she's literally testing the waters in a flooded creek during her backpacking adventure during senior projects, or leading a capstone discussion where she explains her research on economics or politics or the way they connect, Carolyn brings this light-up-the-room smile to a conversation on every topic she truly loves learning about. I especially appreciate Caroline's willingness to share that enthusiasm with others. In RTA, on our swim team, volunteering at AFAC, Caroline's a leader. She rallies the troops, motivates the more lackluster of the group, and is willing to do the silliest or boringest tasks without being asked. As those who know her as a swimmer or soccer player can attest, she brings the team spirit and helps everyone on her teams know they are part of something bigger than just their own performance. Outside of sports and school, Caroline is also committed to volunteering at AFAC, and rather than just spending the occasional Saturday there, she spends many Wednesday evenings bagging chicken. This is not a glamorous job, but one that she's stuck with. It sticks with me because that kind of genuine care and leadership and enthusiasm for jobs big and small will carry her far. Congratulations. Okay, Brian Texera.
These are for you guys passing on for me. Thank you. All right, let's start with Pax Christensen. I enjoyed having Pax as a student in APUSH and getting to know her, and was thrilled when she joined my TA as a senior. My favorite memories are when she would come in with frantic energy and seeing the fun and goofy side to her, usually with Evie at lunchtime. What impressed me most about Pax was her consistently strong work ethic, which allowed her to excel in her studies and have an impressive high school academic career. I witnessed her commitment and academic discipline many times as she challenged herself with an ambitious course load. Additionally, Pax excelled in swimming and music, distinguishing herself as an outstanding viola player. Perhaps the biggest testament to Pax's character is her wide circle of friends and the fact that she is someone that they can count on. I will fondly remember her sense of humor in witnessing the increased confidence she gained over the past couple of years because of the obstacles conquered and the achievements made. More great things are in store for you, Pax. Congratulations and all the best going forward. Good job. Annabelle Hoppin. Annabelle came to us last year as a junior, and as a student in my history class, several things stood out about her. One, she really enjoys learning. Two, she is incredibly creative. I was so thrilled when she combined those two characteristics and baked a Puritan Pilgrim-themed cake for her C-Block APUSH class. This was a professional quality that blew us all away. Which brings us to another impressive quality of hers, attention to detail. Whether taking meticulous history notes, practicing a routine for her figure skating, making outfits for skating competitions, designing and making a dress for a wedding, or simply making a task list for her week, Annabelle brings a dedication and an optimistic attitude that is both impressive and refreshing. Her kindness and caring attitudes brings friends her way. Annabelle cares about making a difference in her world, and I have little doubt that she will continue to do just that as she embarks on her next challenge and adventure. I'm so glad your path brought you to HB, and we got to know what a wonderful young person you are. Continued success going forward, Annabelle. Congratulations. Hadley Lechte. Hadley's been with me throughout high school, and it's been a joy to watch him grow and mature. He is a kind young man with a great disposition who takes a genuine interest in others. He would often ask about my weekend, and we would bond over sports and many other things. His easygoing demeanor draws others in, and he's well regarded by both his friends and his teachers. An excellent athlete, Hadley distinguished himself as a competitive swimmer and an outstanding soccer player over the years. Additionally, Hadley is also a pizza connoisseur and is on a quest to discover the tastiest slice in the world. As a dockhand at the Columbia Island Marina, Hadley gained the trust and respect of his fellow workers by being a reliable and diligent worker. It's been great having Hadley in my TA for the past 4 years. His openness to new experiences, strong work ethic, and kind personality will create great opportunities in the future that I'm sure will prove very enriching. I look forward to hearing about it all. Best of luck going forward, Hadley.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Good job, man. Eulalia Sarli. She's like, what did you write about me? It's been wonderful getting to know Eulalia over the past few years as a student as well as a member of my TA. We had some fiercely competitive cribbage matches during lunchtime where I witnessed not only what a good sport she was, but the patience and easygoing demeanor she possesses. Sorry, girls, but I never witnessed this so-called rage baiting. Eulalia distinguished herself as an outstanding student who loves learning and enjoys a challenge, whether that be as a student learning higher math, a worker figuring out the mechanics of a bicycle, or a talented pianist practicing a challenging piece. A dedicated and talented athlete, Eulalia excelled at soccer and track and field as a long-distance runner. Sports helped instill a steady discipline that carries over into other facets of her life. Perhaps her most impressive quality is her kind and caring personality. She has learned much about herself over the past 4 years and gained confidence in her abilities. She's a good friend who genuinely cares about others and making a difference in her world. I have no doubt that your future is bright, Eulalia. Congratulations, and best of luck going forward.
I've never done this before. Phineas, you're my first senior TA. Thank you for picking me. When I think about the qualities that elevate a community, I think of this student in particular, someone whose presence has quietly embodied the spirit of our school. Phineas is profoundly unique. He has always had the courage to be exactly who he is. In a world that often rewards conformity, he reminds us that authenticity is a form of leadership. Phineas's creativity doesn't just appear in his amazing artwork. It shows up in the way he sees the beauty in the ordinary and the way he sets an example to express himself without hesitation. And speaking of his artwork, I will be visiting it in the Smithsonian one day, that bench you made and other things. Phineas's altruism has been a steady grounding force. He shows up for people. His politeness and kindness are not gestures, they're habit. I'm reminded of a reflection from Marcus Aurelius. Read it. He wrote about the importance of aligning our actions with our values, of meeting each day with clarity, humility, and purpose. This student embodies that idea. He has shown us that strength can be gentle, that integrity can be quiet, and that the most meaningful impact often comes from simply choosing to do the right thing. Phineas, continue going forward with intention, with compassion, and with the confidence to shape the world with the same grace we've witnessed here. Keep on creating boldly and caring deeply. You're such a calming, for me, I'm a little bit hyper. He was very patient with me and calming and welcoming. And you're an interesting young man. Keep being you, and I'm going to send you away with a Latin phrase, sapere aude, which means dare to know.
I have their pictures. Eldana Alazar. I drafted these tributes last year, dictating on a road trip. The notes for Eldana's speech are overlong, a sudden spill of delighted words about relationships that feel like family. Later in my first pass at editing, I cut that because it's important, even in the waning moments of the teacher-student dynamic, not to take the lead on characterizing the bond. And family seemed a bit high-handed of me. Then this spring, I got a note from Eldana in which she called me family. So here it is back in. I think what sets our relationship apart for me is that neither of us has ever dealt with conflict or friction by trying to get the better of the other. There is no power dynamic in our bond, only a shared commitment to being authentic, emotionally intelligent, and remembering to laugh at inconvenient moments. But I don't just like Eldana, I respect her. She understands her value, but she's not on her dignity. She invests emotionally and cares deeply, but can also slow her roll when perspective is offered. Her passion about ideals and justice blows the walls off the building, but so does her wonderful laugh. Family forever. Trevor Fullen. Hamlet admonishes his friends not to pluck out the heart of his mystery, and I think it will surprise Trevor to know sometimes I think about Hamlet when I'm talking with him. Trevor leads with earned indicators of success, intelligent, productive, athletic, and might provoke the unwary into thinking that he has the untested intellect of a healthy person who has lived well. But Trevor has one of the least lazy minds I have ever met. He is never on default, a level of vigilance usually associated with hardship that in him is just unflagging interest in being alive. Some of my best challenges in the classroom come from Trevor, from the green questions to the red. Other students know if they want to kill time with a philosophical discussion to make him spokesperson, because he is the student most likely to get me talking about the implications of a Supreme Court ruling or a ridiculous clip on TikTok. Because I trust him. That he's not driven by garden variety troublemaking, but by that more mysterious aspect of delight in existence. Ease of spirit is hard to find these days. Ease of spirit coupled with conscience and purpose is magical.
Thank you.
Ben Gowdy. Few people understand what objectivity really means. Fewer practice it. And without a doubt, even fewer know how to engage with it. Ben is among the most clear-headed of his class, and it's created a challenging path for him. In my room, where debate is the norm, he will spontaneously offer understanding of the basis of a perspective no one, not even Ben, shares, and then take heat for agreeing with the perspective itself. He can differ with someone's values while articulating the internal logic of those values, but then gets shouted down by his friends, who are champions at shouting you down, whose logical apparatuses are subjective. While he was still in middle school, Ben would not drop an argument about semantics, not to quibble, but because an unjust point had been supported by their use, by me. I can still see him insisting on the truth in the face of overwhelming resistance. We may associate this personality type with the loud and the voluble, but Ben is self-contained and equable, and I think sometimes the power of his mind may be overlooked. It should not be. The world needs more people who insist on the truth. Ali Khalifa. In times of stress, my mother would curse me to someday meet someone just like me so I would know what I put her through. Mom, meet Ali. Inexhaustible fighter, heat-seeking conversationalist, restless grappler with intolerable authority. I have whole new neural pathways thanks to Ali. New understanding of the value and ultimate joy of staying in the weeds with someone and nothing but love. HB prides itself on a culture of pluralism and a counterculture vibe of question authority, but then we're all surprised when the authority that gets questioned is our own. Ali was born to trouble the mighty, but when an 8th grader questions authority, it's not an upright man facing a tank. It's rampaging across your dignity in front of a whole class, or participating in a film that compares you to a cockroach. The ability to question authority is learned, not a divine gift bestowed only on the people who won't question us. And part of our job here is to be the object lesson so that the rampage may yet lead to the tank. The world continues to nurture unthinking authorities, and I love that my friend Ali is here to trouble them. Taylor Koenig. During the pandemic, Taylor made the most thorough and inventive music video of any work I received. Then she made another video for good measure. Between that and the character she brought to online classes, wholesome cheer, obvious concern for meeting standards, I concluded she was a model student. Taylor was very surprised later to learn that. She did that thing you've seen. She looked away, wrinkled up her nose, denied it with the abrupt and laughing energy of a Lucille Ball, and got out of the conversation. It was my first lesson in slowing down and paying attention to the real student, not the projected student. Taylor is a smart, good student, but here's what she is more: a person of unswerving values, a person who holds convictions even when outnumbered, and a person of rare discernment who knows how to choose her battles and not let the vitality of her values be drained by public opinion or depend on even the comprehension of others. To walk through any space with that level of non-combative, non-performative integrity is hard. To do it in high school is heroic. I'm grateful to know you, the real you. It looks like Napoleon, but it's William Mushin. William Mushin has two names, Will and Moosh. Moosh. He's genuinely fine with being called either. Both apply, yet Will and Moosh are different. Will is brilliant, task-oriented, checking the boxes of achievement with careful diligence. Moosh is a cinematic maniac with radically vivid ideas, a stalwart friend to those who share his edgy and vulgar humor, and a true iconoclast. Will and Moosh meet in the fact that he is well-liked by people who share none of those traits. Because William Mushin, in common with his dogs, has the inherent trait of lovability. For most of his time here, Moosh and I have disagreed regularly, but he has been one of my steadiest and most ambitious students ever. And I respect that our differences have not tempered his artistic vision, only created a path for him to decide how he wants his vision received. He has grown from an auteur into a collaborator without the slightest diminishment of creative intensity. And to honor that, I will, for the only time in my life, quote his favorite filmmaker. They call it a Royale with cheese. Quarter pounder or Royale with cheese, Moosh or Will, you are a success. Izzy Tinsley. If you put Izzy Tinsley in a dark room, which don't, she would still be able to see starlight. There's a tension in Izzy between the lived heaviness of the world and her particular view of the sky. Like any of us, that tension has fluctuated, some days darker than others, but she has walked that path and not lost her footing. So among all the visionary optimists we're sending out today, I consider her among the most equipped to be undeterred by the conflicts and disappointments of life. She will continue to see something on the horizon and crack that singular grin as she races towards it. And she will continue to encounter the frustrations, but she will not be beaten. And she will make it to the horizon. Because she knows better than most of her peers that life does not organize itself for you, but exists inside you. I don't own any stars, but if I did, I would give you one. Not one of the stars we most easily see, but a distant blue twinkle we have not yet named, to keep you the company you deserve on your beautiful path. Sorry about that.
Like this. All right, hubba hubba. All right, my friends, come on up. Woo! Let's do a woo. It's hot up here. All right, come on up here. Pranav Arshan Chandra Sekaran Reka. Pranav, you are most honorable. To be honorable means that you have woven responsibility with humbleness. You have stood out with integrity. You are accomplished without bragging. Pranav, you demonstrate these qualities every day. Martial arts instructor, student, and presenter. Your family here and abroad, teachers at HB and the Career Center, have watched you grow into this honorable person, and we are so proud of you. It is not a surprise that these qualities about you have set you on a career path in cybersecurity. You have already made important contributions to the field. While in India this past summer, attending to the loss of his grandfather, Pranav was invited to lead an education session about computer network phishing to a cohort of 9th and 12th graders who were a part of an internship program across India. At a sad and often insular time of loss, Pranav honored his grandfather by teaching others. You make us proud, Pranav. I know you will keep us and our world safe. Congratulations. Calvin Feinsod. Calvin, you are consistently sincere. Ask any teacher who has taught you, Calvin, and they will remark on how you took the time to say thank you or have a nice day at the end of every class. And during class discussions, when no one wanted to say anything, you found something to say that made a connection for others to learn by. If it matters to you that people feel appreciated. As a creative and talented photographer, George has described you as a student who combines technical skill and a keen artistic eye. You have produced work that is both innovative and expressive. Of course, we had to chase you down for most of these photos, but that's okay. Beyond academics and the arts, you were a dedicated athlete and team player, having thrown discus for Wakefield's track team for 4 years. You embraced the challenges of competitions while fully appreciating the camaraderie of your team. You even shared discus throwing with our TA, and not one of us died. I will miss you, Calvin. Congratulations. Get up here, Allie Link. Allie, you are incredibly authentic. Allie knows I change the channel when Taylor Swift comes on, but I do check to see if it's a Taylor's version playing. Why? Because upon reading Allie's essay 2 years ago, arguing Taylor's case, I saw her passion for authenticity. Allie has been nothing but authentic. It all started in 9th grade with a significant fashion statement, a froggy hat. Yes, I brought up the froggy hat. Your authenticity grew into songwriting, amazing artwork, solid friendships, and becoming a leader of your color guard team. Since Allie was 7, she dreamed of doing color guard. She has been a captain both junior and senior year and proudly met the responsibilities that came with being captain. Allie, you find the humor in life. High school has been hard at times and the work sometimes tedious, but you have always found a way to laugh and find silliness throughout it all. You also learned how to take care of yourself. These are the things that will carry you, and I hope that you will continue to find joy in all you do. I will miss you tons. Congratulations. Next up, Graham.
Mitch, you're first. Congratulations. You gotta come up here. This is Mitch. Every parent in here has something in common. You all at some point won the lottery. Not the real lottery, but the HB lottery. Most of you when your kid was in 6th grade, another few when your kid was in 9th grade, and then very few of you, maybe some 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. Mitch showed up this year. It's very rare that we have a student who can come here for 1 year and make such an impact on his friends and the community here. Although you only spent 1 year, your senior year here with us, your presence is always going to leave a lasting impression. You brought a deep appreciation for creativity, music, art, that reminded all of us how important it is to see the world with imagination and curiosity. Whether through conversation or the way that you approached your work, you showed that creativity is not just about talent, it's about perspective, and yours is unique. In a short time, you became an important part of who we are, and we're grateful you chose to spend this year with us. Congratulations, and may you continue creating, exploring, and sharing your unique voice. Goyo. This is Goyo. Goyo's a fighter, literally and figuratively. So this night, is it's more than just earning this diploma. It's about the journey that gets you here, right? Your journey has required some courage, some resilience. You've adapted to everything life has thrown at you. You've faced profound loss, which I know because we share some of it. And you kept moving forward with quiet strength. In the boxing ring, you've become a regional champion through discipline, grit, and hard work. If anybody wants to know how to lose 10 pounds in a week, talk to Goyo. It's temporary, though. It's temporary. Those of us who know you also admire your character, your humility, your charisma, your curiosity, and the confidence that comes from truly knowing yourself. You've shown that real strength isn't about making the most noise, it's about staying true to who you are. Congratulations, and we can't wait to see where your next round takes you. Sid. Hi, Sid. Sid's a leader. He's thoughtful. He's a true friend. When I think about your time here, I don't just think about where you finished tonight. I think about how far you've come. Year after year, your GPA climbed. The amount of connections that you made, real, meaningful connections, grew and grew with peers and with your teachers and your TA. Your confidence grew. Your maturity has become evident in the way you carry yourself and the way you meet every new challenge. You emerged as a leader in our AAPI cohort. Sid brought students together for events, for trips, and carefully planned, along with Hang, a whole bunch of things that really made a difference here in our community. We appreciate that. Sid also played baseball at WNL, and through our conversations showed me that he's capable not only of deep thought, but of really careful introspection. Perhaps your greatest accomplishment here was one nobody will find on your transcript. When a friend needed help, you opened your heart and stood by until he found his footing again. And that kind of generosity speaks volumes about your character. Congratulations. We're proud of the leader and the person you're becoming. Hank. Hank's a gamer. Now that word has changed meaning, right? My generation, a gamer was somebody who showed up to the ball game. It was like, it had nothing to do with online anything, all right? Hank's a baller. Maybe that's the new one. He's dedicated, he's driven, and he's kind. Your journey to right here reminds us we can measure success by perseverance. You battled through injuries, surgery, and you refuse to let setbacks define you. You've earned the honor of being a two-time All-Liberty District baseball player for WNL. And you've earned the opportunity to continue your baseball career at the college level. Here on this campus, you were also a proud co-founder and member of the legendary championship Gringos FC Lunch Soccer Club. And out there and in here, Hank brought energy and camaraderie wherever he went. More importantly, you've been a warm, conscientious, and dependable presence in our community for 7 years. Someone who treats others, regardless of their age, grades 6 through 12, faculty, cafeteria, you name it, you treat them with kindness, you treat them with respect. We know that your resilience, your work ethic, and your character will carry you to great things in the years ahead. Swing away. Sally.
Hannah Shones is a young lady who lives life to the fullest and embraces new challenges with ease. When I think of Hannah, I imagine her having a ton of fun, diligently learning new skills and concepts, and having an enviable wardrobe. She has participated in cross-country and indoor and outdoor track and field for 4 years, so she needs a leather jacket. She's taken horseback riding lessons since she was 5, needing a different jacket and a helmet. Hannah is an extremely accomplished violinist. She's performed in numerous orchestras, including one that performed in several European countries. And in May, she performed a solo with HB's orchestra, which necessitated a beautiful ball gown. She participated in Governor's School, where she enjoyed conversing in Spanish and appreciating the nuances of the language. And she was able to wear some of her beautiful jewelry associated with Spanish and Latin culture. Hannah demonstrates a strong combination of academic maturity and commitment, and is also a lot of fun to talk to. Before AI was so prevalent, she helped me understand how I might use it in my life. And she's been a big help to our younger TA members academically, as well as showing how important it is to sometimes spill the tea. I wish Hannah every happiness after having so many successes, and look forward to her visits. I am giving you these. And next up is Hang.
All right, first up we have Anjali. Hold on. Peek. Sorry. I'm just going to do this. All right, Anjali. You're a student whose leadership, service, and dedication have made a lasting impact. She has balanced athletics, including Frisbee and field hockey, volunteer work, family responsibilities, and academic excellence with remarkable grace. She has coached young tennis players, volunteered at healthcare institutions, and gained valuable experiences through internships at Georgetown University Hospital. Her commitment to service is reflected in her Girl Scout achievements, including earning both the bronze, silver, and the gold awards. She is known for being trustworthy, dependable, ambitious, and adaptable. She has grown into a confident leader and a communicator. Her passion for learning, particularly through history and healthcare experiences. Her future opportunities as she concludes into engineering as she holds on. We are very grateful for her and her contributions to the API cohort, so thank you so much for being in my TA. Congratulations on your graduation. Ian. I have never met a most kind-hearted, creative person. He has been in my TA for as long as I can remember. I feel like he's been an original member. He has determination. He is the most helpful young gentleman. He has played ultimate Frisbee, rock climbing, and worked at a local restaurant and helping his family through cooking and baking. If you've ever had his cooking, it's pretty good. Ian is known for his empathy, sincerity, and friendly nature, qualities that make him a trusted friend and a classmate. It has been a joy watching you grow these past 4 years through cohort and also helping all my students in TA and helping me as a teaching assistant. You demonstrate persistence and passion when pursuing your goals. Your willingness to grow combined with creativity and compassion will serve you well in the future, even when you have your cot. Congratulations, Ian, and best wishes on all that lies ahead. All right, Mars. You are very. She is a student whose compassion, creativity, and determination have enriched her school community. As a first-generation college student, Mars has approached every challenge with resilience, humility, and a strong sense of purpose. You have distinguished yourself through your rigorous coursework and your artwork. I hope to see your art some days when I open it up a chemistry book or a biology book. You allow to make complex ideas accessible and meaningful while a thoughtful approach helps others. You have been a dedicated member of our API community and an active contributor to school events. Your warmth, your empathy, and steady presence make others feel welcomed and valued. What truly sets Mars apart is her commitment to caring for others. She consistently demonstrates the qualities of a future healthcare professional. We are confident that she'll make a positive difference wherever life takes her. Congratulations, Mars, and best wishes for the future filled with success service. You're welcome. Henry. Oh, what to say about Henry. You're a student who's creative, dedicated, and reliable, and you've enriched our school community. Frisbee, dance, everything. There's name a few. You have a wide range of passions, including ultimate Frisbee, photography, graphic design, and service to the National Honor Society. You are very artistic, a hidden talent. You have won multiple awards, including gold keys, silver keys, and honorable mentions for photography. He's passionate about everything he does, whether capturing meaningful images, creating digital designs, or competing on the Frisbee field. He reflects a genuine appreciation for challenging ideas and personal growth. Friends and teachers alike recognize Henry as being very charismatic, witty, and dependable. He was my TA this year, and I've been very thankful for that. Every time he came in, I was like, hang. As he graduates, he leaves a legacy of creativity and commitment that will continue to inspire others. Congratulations, Henry, and best wishes. Oh, Alex Hamill. You're very driven, very curious, and you have a leadership that distinguished you throughout high school. Alex has excelled both in and out of the classroom as a competitive swimmer. I've seen him in a few meets, and he always comes and finds me. His passion for technology led him to compete in an AI internship and help develop an innovative scheduling application at Lyon Federal. His accomplishments including earning a Scholastic Gold Award and gaining valuable real-world experience in artificial intelligence. He's known as a friendly, happy, and quick learner. Very happy. You always see a smile. He approaches new challenges with enthusiasm and determination. His love for computer science and mathematics reflects a strong commitment to learning and growth. Alex's combination of leadership, technical talent, and positive attitude promises a bright future ahead. Congratulations, Alex. Sarah. Oh, Sarah. Your energy, leadership, and compassion have left a positive mark on our community, so thank you. Oh, don't make me cry yet. She's been deeply involved with athletics, including ultimate Frisbee, soccer, and basketball, while consistently earning the Spirit of Game awards. You can see. Don't cry, please. She's contributed through theater, chorus, Women in STEM, and Hive, where she's taken on leadership responsibilities, including leading senior merchandise sales and participating in numerous community service projects. Sarah is known for being both eager, collaborative, supportive, and uplifting. Her resilience, particularly in overcoming setbacks, reflects her determination and strength of character. With aspirations to pursue law and eventually become a judge, Sarah combines intellectual curiosity with a deep understanding of people and society. So congratulations, Sarah. I miss you. Carrie Torg. Don't be scared. I've been nice so far. She's a student whose leadership, scholarship, and commitment to service has left a lasting impact on her community. Even one time calling me mom in class. Carrie's the kind of person who consistently steps forward when help is needed. Even helping classmates in her classes, mentoring younger students, and volunteering through organizations such as National Honor Society and Best Buddies. She's a dedicated scholar. She challenged herself academically and excelled in rigorous coursework, including participation in Virginia's Governor's School and earning first place in her science fair category. Her curiosity, critical thinking, and willingness to ask thoughtful questions inspire those around her to think more deeply and learn more boldly. Beyond her academic achievements, Carrie is known for her kindness, maturity, and positive spirit. She balances demanding responsibilities with grace while remaining deeply involved in her school, church, and community. She leads not by seeking recognition, but by serving others with empathy and heart. Carrie's future is bright, and there is no doubt she will continue to inspire and uplift those around her. Congratulations, Carrie, on all you have accomplished, and that is all yet to come. And I have a little thing for you. Open your hand. No, there you go. All right, it's like Carter's turn. Carter is a scholar, a leader, and a servant in his community. He has distinguished himself through exceptional academic achievement as a National Merit Semifinalist, AP Scholar with Distinction, and a recipient of multiple academic honors. Beyond the classroom, he has demonstrated remarkable leadership through Boy Scouts, serving as a senior patrol leader and coordinating years of community service projects. His commitment to helping others extends to SAT tutoring, youth tennis coaching, medical research, and earning certifications in EMT and health science. I think he's a future doctor. Carter's curiosity, work ethic, and willingness to support those around him have made him a role model among his peers. While achieving the rank of Eagle Scout, he exemplifies perseverance, service, and integrity. With aspirations in the medical field and a passion for learning, Carter is well prepared to make a meaningful difference in the lives of others. And he's a boba expert. Museum is in our future. Congratulations, Carter, on your outstanding accomplishments, and good luck as you continue your journey. All right, next up, we have Stephanie.
Does it matter which one? Do you have a preference? Oh, I guess we'll do this one. We don't have to hug the whole time. That might be awkward. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for sticking it out. I am a newbie at this with my first senior, Helen. Helen joined my TA her sophomore year. It was my inaugural year of my TA. Helen was my only sophomore that year, my only junior the following year, and my only senior this year, my first senior ever. I know our TA might not have been the most cool place to hang out, but please know you have set a very high bar for all of my future seniors. While I've never had the privilege of teaching Helen, I've had the pleasure of getting to know this remarkable young lady who has made a lasting impact on those around her. Even so, as any good statistician would do, I decided to gather more data. I reached out to a few other teachers who know Helen well. Within 15 minutes, my inbox was full of responses, overflowing with kind words and admiration. That alone speaks volumes about who you are. Helen, you are compassionate, thoughtful, and kind. You possess an emotional intelligence that has helped you build meaningful relationships with both your peers and your teachers. You have committed yourself to this HB community, not only through your hard work in the classroom, but by supporting your classmates as a collaborator, a resource, and a friend. You take a genuine interest in the lives of those around you, and people feel seen and valued because of it. Whether in your academics, your commitments outside of school, which are many, or your relationships, you consistently show up with care, integrity, and determination. You will be missed. At the same time, we all are incredibly excited to see where your next adventure takes you. I have no doubt that wherever you go and whatever you do, you will continue to make the people around you better simply by being yourself. Congratulations, Helen.
All right. Elijah Gooden. Heart, beats, these that sustain us and serve as our source of love. Since joining HB in 9th grade, you have been both the musical beat and the heart's core of this community. Instrumental and choral concerts, musical productions, and Night of Rock, you have been the sustaining rhythms of nearly every performance these 4 years, while also mastering music theory and composing. Your passion for percussion is equaled by your curiosity, devotion, and notable success in all subjects. As a leader, you have pumped life into our Triumph Music Honor Society and founded the French Honor Society. You lead with action, genuinely eager to assist in every way. You're a true role model, respected by all, especially younger students, for whom you are their Taekwondo master. With MMA agility, you are somehow able to be everywhere at all times, accomplishing everything with ease. Most of all, your life-giving impact is seeing and affirming the goodness in others, lifting up others through your genuine kindness. For all of this and the love you've shown HB, it is no surprise you've earned the prestigious full tuition Posse Scholarship. Your heartfelt beats have given HB Woodlawn life, and your legacy will resound forever. Congratulations. Julia Green. In a perfect portrayal of Cinderella during last year's Into the Woods, you shared your talents, heart, and so much of who you are. Your beautiful singing, of course. For 6 years, your enchanting voice has lifted our choirs, being everything a chorus teacher could wish for. From the prom to the cell block to the ball, you have showcased your incredible dance skills while inspiring and teaching others. You're also an accomplished gymnast who pays it forward by coaching the next generation. But it's Cinderella's character that is so apt for you. Dutifully hardworking, eager to lend a hand, genuinely kind, especially towards those most vulnerable. You expect nothing, yet deserve everything. You are determined and take action even when the odds seem dubious. You see the good in others even when it's hard to do. When the shoe drops, you're optimistic, resilient, a creative problem solver, grounded in your values, and unwavering when they are challenged. In the end, it is Cinderella who comforts, shares wisdom, and cares for another in their time of need. It is Cinderella who makes the story nice, kind, good. Julia, you are these things and so much more. For the magic within you, I know all of your dreams will come true. Samira Kale. Samira, I am forever grateful the day that you showed up and decided to join chorus, bringing your amazing voice, experience from the National Children's Chorus, and most of all, the light of your spirit that has shone brightly throughout our time together. I'm lucky that I have been someone who has seen you thrive. In chorus, you devote your entire self to your achievement. You take risks, going for the solos and especially the high notes. You do the work, put in the practice, so that you can offer your best. A good friend and mentor, you share support, time, kind words, and affirmations, especially for those younger. Showing up has not always been your hallmark. However, the complexities of life and health have made it harder to show up as much as I know you'd prefer. I've witnessed you overcome setbacks, determined to put one foot in front of another. Through it all, you've beamed with resilience, optimism, and in the end, triumphing. From here, may you continue to shine, knowing that we, your friends, family, and extended family, are cheering you on. And remember, it's the dark moments where light shows up the brightest. Congratulations. Cassidy Miller. Cassidy, this speech is going to be terrible. No, Cassidy, you don't understand. That though you may often start with trepidation, experience has shown your innate talents and perseverance always carry you through. Chamber singer auditions, rehabilitating after ACL surgery, or AP environmental science seminars, you've succeeded, the latter being a little handy in your ambitions of maybe becoming an environmental lawyer. You are someone who sets ambitions, seeks opportunities, and works earnestly to accomplish them. You have the soul of an artist, making our world more beautiful by painting, playing guitar, piano, and singing, for which I'm especially grateful to have had you in my life these past many years. You're an athlete, successfully making travel soccer, also playing field hockey, and thriving at both. You care for and contribute to our community as a Shriver Best Buddy, volunteering for AFAC, and serving our National Honor Society. With your quick wit and brilliant perspective, you know how to find the humor in life. With your kindness and empathy, to be in your company is to feel at ease. And Cassidy, always know that you belong in the company that you keep. Congratulations on all that you have and are yet to accomplish. And now, Ethan Rue.
All right, let's have Robbie Baker up here. Robbie is a dedicated, patient, and curious learner. I've always been impressed by his ability to ask thoughtful, direct questions in pursuit of becoming the best version of himself. Robbie never accepts just because as an answer. He's always searching for that why. Robbie has been such a crucial part of the Frisbee program, and he's been such a pleasure to coach over the last 3 years. He is adaptable in any situation and a sponge for new information. Whether it's learning a new strategy, developing a skill, or taking on a new role, Robbie approaches every challenge with enthusiasm and determination. One of my favorite memories with Robbie came during a snow day last year. While most people were off enjoying their day, Robbie organized a group to spend over an hour shoveling snow off of a field just so we could play a game of Frisbee. Even when I could barely feel my fingers, Robbie kept everyone's spirits high, and we ended up having a great game. Robbie doesn't forget where he's been and truly cares about the people who have helped him along his journey. I will really miss your kindness, curiosity, and smiling face around HB next year. Congratulations, Robbie. All right, let's have Bridget Winklevoss up here. Come on up. Bridget's superpower is that she carries a cloud of energy and fun with her wherever she goes. Even though this level of energy is often fueled by one too many energy drinks, right? Her positivity and spirit have made the HB community so much brighter. In my 3 years of knowing Bridget, I've never seen her without a smile on her face. Whether it be impromptu birthday songs in stats class, or celebrating International Scurvy Prevention Day, or cheering her heart out, Bridget always finds a way to make any ordinary moment feel memorable. Bridget, thank you for holding it down as the only girl in our TA, keeping all those guys in line. You bring so much joy and laughter to the people around you. Make the most of all the sunny days that you have. Keep making good decisions, and never let the party end. I have no doubt you'll continue to brighten every room you walk into and make life more fun for everyone lucky enough to know you. Congrats. All right, let's have Sean Reich. Come on up here. Sean was one of the first students that helped welcome me to HB. We immediately bonded over our shared interest in wrestling and Frisbee, but what I remember most is that Sean was the only one who could beat me in a game of Super Smash Bros. Sean has been absolutely crucial to the success of the Frisbee team over the past few years, not just because of his incredible throwing prowess and high Frisbee IQ, but mostly due to his willingness to help coach his teammates. Sean frequently would stay after practice for extra reps and has helped so many of his teammates with throwing form and positioning. One of my favorite moments with Sean was the bus ride home from Shrinemont just a week ago. While everyone else was napping from a long night before, Sean and I spent the entire 2.5-hour ride talking about Frisbee, college, and just life. Sean always asks such thoughtful questions, and I can always count on him to come check in and ask how my day is going. He genuinely listens, internalizes the thoughts and perspectives of others, and makes people feel valued. I'm so excited to follow along with your Frisbee journey, and I hope to see you out on the disc golf course this summer. And last but not least, let's have Jack Reich. Give it up for him.
Genuinely giving me laughs out here.
My experience at HB would not have been the same without Jack. I've had the privilege of teaching him for the last 3 years, and I've been incredibly lucky to spend so much time with him during that journey. Even though he made me do the spicy one-chip challenge for losing our fantasy football league, I will really miss our daily conversations about football, climbing, hiking, games, and so much more. What stands out most about Jack is how deeply he values the people in his life. Jack is someone who is defined by his friendships and always goes out of his way to support those he cares about. Last year, Jack remembered the day my fiance was having ACL surgery, and he picked out a bouquet of flowers for her. When he gave them to me, he said I could either tell them that they were from one of my students, or I could take credit and earn some boyfriend points. Don't worry, I made sure Jack got all of the recognition he deserved. Those who call Jack a friend are some of the luckiest people out there. Jack, keep seeking out adventure, embracing new challenges, and being the thoughtful friend that so many people count on. Congratulations and happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Okay, while our faculty comes to the stage, let's have a big round of applause for our class of 2026.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Find the feet of a dancer. Hope you can sing in the rain. I hope you find all the easy answers to your pain. It won't be easy. What can I say? There will be trouble on the way. Around every corner. Terror and fear. direction, everywhere, everywhere. A shoulder to cry on whenever you're low. You can rely on us, you know. Nothing too crazy, nothing too dear. Always remember that we're here. I hope you find the feet of a dancer. Hope you can sing in the rain. I hope you find all the easy answers to your pain. I hope you find love and affection, someone who cares. I hope you find all the right direction, everywhere, everywhere. I hope you find the feet of the dancer. Hope you can sing in the rain. I hope you find all the easy answers to your pain. I hope you find love and affection, someone who cares. Hope you find all the right direction, everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Always remember that we're here.
All right, thank you very much for joining us tonight. We'd like to invite the class of 2026 up onto the stage for a class photo, and then as soon as the rain is done, we will head to the pool. So 2026 up on the stage.